Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
Yo, what's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Y'all already know what it is. We back with another one of them things, and dare I say, we got a little bit of enthusiasm because there was a big blockbuster. You know, anything involving the New York Knicks, the largest media capital of the world, is going to be big news. It's a blockbuster, goddammit. We all know what happened today. R.J. Barrett, the R.J. Barrett era in New York City is over. You understand? It was definitely a tumultuous time. I remember when R.J. got drafted. You know, I go back that far. I remember, you know, I embraced him right then and there. I remember he broke down in tears with his father, you know, and they talked about what the Knicks was going to be getting, you know, a player that was going to get better every day. You understand? I remember that. Go back to when RJ got drafted. You know, that was a very monumental time period. I remember when he lifted up his sleeve and let it be known, the Mamba mentality. You understand? I remember that excitement as a Knicks fan, you know. So to see the RJ Barrett era gone, believe it or not, you would expect Knicks fans to be excited, but it is a bittersweet time because at the end of the day, the Knicks drafted R.J. Barrett. If you understand the New York Knicks, we haven't had the best draft, you know, history. And when you start to think about the two top picks, like where you think that they have all-star, superstar potential in the horizon, not to say that R.J. did have all of these things, but when you look at the Porzingis of the world, you know, we drafted him 4th overall high. Now we got R.J. 3rd pick high. You know, both of them been traded from the New York Knicks. I think that's telling, you know, and I want to get to that some point today, you know, but nonetheless, you got Tyrese Halliburton. He ain't feeling sorry for nobody. He coming to snatch the jugular vein right out the New York Knicks if possible. You know, this is an exciting time to be an NBA fan. Shout out Gemini, all in the building. We definitely want to get everybody's thoughts tonight on this blockbuster trade involving the New York Knicks. Masai Ujiri. A lot of people feel like Masai just pulled off a fast one. We're gonna get into that as well. We haven't even scratched the surface of this trade, ladies and gentlemen. We are just getting started. We gotta break it all down all night long and beyond. Also, before we continue, something is telling me that the New York Knicks ain't done. You understand? I think this trade was made in position for something else. And we're going to break all that down a little bit later. We just getting started, y'all. We got action in minutes. Salute to Gemini. Shout out to Daniel in the chat. Salute to all y'all in the building. It's Flight Sports. Listen, I got my man All Access with me, Dex.
This is Holly Heat of the Hot Seat with Holly.
Yes, sir. Excuse the technical difficulties. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's chat, the hottest thing in these streets. And that is a foregone testimony. And shout out to the panel as it reaches its premium peak. And most definitely, shout out to the chat and all of its concacophony spewing out of the cracks and crevices of Flight Sports Block And big ups to everybody and salute to you for pulling up, park where there is space. And if there's no space available for you, just double park. Don't worry about it. We pay all fines here. And before we conclude, please complete the 3 phases of entrance at Flight Sports TV. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience. Yes, sir, Flight, thank you for consistently welcoming us into your space and integrating us onto your platform. Well, like things happen in the New York minute.
Lord
Ain't that
have
what they
mercy.
say in the Big Apple?
Yeah, that's what they say.
It's the things happen real fast in the New York minute. And let me tell you, Flight, big things are brewing in the Big Apple. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. New York, New York. Listen, they gave your boy, see, this is your boy, Flight. Actually, both of them are your boy. They gave your boy a one-way ticket to Canada. He's at home now. He was homesick. I mean, do you see his droopy eyes constantly falling asleep on crucial plays as a New York Knicks in blue and orange? So those droopy eyes will no longer flog the New York Knicks anymore. But your boy quickly, IQ. Now that one kind of stings a little bit because he was a part of that youth movement up there in Manhattan, at the Garden, Mecca. And Tommy T seemed to enjoy the flavor that IQ brought to the hardwood. And we saw the improvement of Iman defense, but I guess it wasn't up to the level that Tommy T desired to be. So he shipped them off. They're gone. There's no more disappointment with RJ Barrett. The roller coaster ride has come to a complete end. And Flight, you guys get in return an outstanding young player.
Yeah.
This guy was coveted, Flight.
Yeah, OG, right? You good.
Yes, he was coveted. A lot of people wanted this guy. And you guys captured. He is now a part of your staple. And I think this is good to play on the side alongside of Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson. Because both of those two are defensive handicaps. Because they kind of, one trick pony, want to score the ball. So now you get somebody there that's focused and concentrated on rebounding, defense, and can put it in the bucket at will. I think you guys won right here, Blake.
I know a lot of people confused with this OG move. I got a lot to say, man. Masai Ujiri, man, he a shrewd operator. So I've had some time to sleep on this. I'm gonna miss those guys, man. Obviously, OG got a lot of pressure on him. And listen, you got RJ going back home. Remember, RJ was before Zion Williamson has merged into this big dog. RJ Barrett was the consensus number one pick for a large part of that year. You understand? In the Duke year. And now he going home with that Canada, Toronto on his chest. OG Anunoby better make sure he develop into an all-star caliber player or something because RJ going home, don't be surprised if he becomes an all-star up in Canada with that red and that Toronto on his chest. He grew up a Raptors fan, ladies and gentlemen. That's huge. And give credit to the Knicks. They traded RJ, but they sent him home. The Knicks don't get enough credit. We try to poo-poo on the Knicks and this, that, this franchise, that. They sent this man home. That the Knicks deserve a lot of credit for what they've been doing and taking care of their players. They pay the
No,
utmost homage
Flight.
to him. They said Obi was talking shit. They sent his ass off to go blossom. Give credit to the New York Knicks, man, for accommodating their players and bringing back something in returns. Flight
Okay,
sports.
Flight. Let me
But
give you a napkin because it looks like you're going to need it with all the tears that you fucking
yeah,
crying right now.
cause quickly gonna hurt y'all, bro. Y'all let
I
quickly go.
know.
That's gonna hurt y'all. Y'all already got a problem in the front court. Y'all had the problem already because y'all had the other brother that went to Indiana, and y'all drafted the other brother. So y'all still have too many power forwards. Like y'all shot yourself in the foot with making quickly a part of that trade, dude. Quickly have won y'all games this year. I, I I don't care about the Villanova connection. I'm literally talking about quickly have won y'all games this year. And to send him in that trade for a freaking power forward, you might as well ask for Grady.
Well, you know goddamn well it wasn't getting Grady. I mean, so you need to stop that. But listen, this dude is not a power forward.
Shady.
That's another thing. I can't allow you to sit here and spew out negative
No,
energy. He's
the
a small
second player
forward.
y'all got in
Are you
this
talking about
trade is
Precious?
a power
Listen, yeah, but
forward.
Precious gonna be in he gonna be in the center. Precious point to playing down low. I understand what you're coming from. Precious to me can play center.
You think he could play center?
Listen, Mitchell Robinson is hurt. They don't have no real big men down there. They just really running Hardenstein. Even Jericho Sims is hurt. So that move actually made a little bit of sense. I don't know what the Knicks are doing because OG could be leaving. I'm not thrilled about this move, so I don't want y'all to make it seem like I'm up
Y'all got
here.
a short rental with him. I
Yeah,
think
that's
y'all
We
what I'm
have
can
a
saying. I
tell
got
in
short
your
nothing
rental.
on
voice,
that.
like we can hear the crackling in your voice that you're not very
No, I'm
enthusiastic
not.
about what's just
I'm
transpired.
I'm not. I'm not thrilled, man, because there's no guarantee that it's gonna amount to anything. And I also thought, do the Knicks have an all-star still? Are they still in that messed up boat of not having that guy? I think they are. That's the thing with the Knicks. The Knicks got talent, but they don't have that guy. They have not
And,
traded for that guy. So they
and
still are.
RJ is not that guy either. And they just listen. They're not the Bulls. They're not going to just sit on that type of a capital and not try to spread their wings to get something in return. This is not the Bulls organization sitting on Patrick Williams for crying out loud. I mean, RJ was shooting piss poor. Look at Slim can hoop. He said that RJ was shooting 20% from three.
Yeah, he was.
They're
He
not
was.
even. He can't even spread the floor, right? How can anybody operate when this guy is shooting like he's Stevie Wonder or somebody?
Like to me, I'll be honest to y'all. I thought RJ was out the year, not just last year, the year before. But last year he added a little more to his game, and but he's got stagnant again. Then when it came to this year, he is, I don't know if it's something in his own mind that's stopping him
It's in
from
his eyes,
being
Gemini.
that
It's
dude.
obvious. The man can barely see. His eyelids are too heavy. And they got tired of Droopy sitting over there drooping off. You know what I'm saying? The guy just fell off the cliff for crying out loud.
Yeah,
RJ is done. Okay? Send his ass home with a one-way ticket. Um, listen,
yeah, he
who's that?
home
Leon
now.
Prairie did that?
No,
Who,
Leon Rose did. Scott Perry is
I
gone.
mean,
Leon Rose did
I
this.
mean Rose, yeah, Leon Rose, yeah, Leon Rose, Scott Perry, Leon Rose. Leon Rose saw enough of this guy coming in looking like Brandon Ingram 2.0 without the skill set.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie, man. The
I thought he
RJ
was out.
era needed to end, and because he was never gonna become the face of the franchise. You understand? And like he had pressure. You have Zion. You just had the resurgence of Ja. That was putting pressure on them. I know the Knicks looking like, goddamn. We sitting here relying on little old Jalen Brunson, and this man can't give us nothing consistent. So I think RJ was always on the hot seat of getting moved. But the thing is, they could have got They could have. They kept all their first round picks too. Give them credit. Give the Knicks credit.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I
so
gotta
so
give
yeah.
them
So
that.
they still ready to make a major move. Let me tell you something. If Joel Embiid asks for a trade today, we're going to get him. You understand that we're gonna have the most capital to go do. We still got the most
Flight,
capital.
stop it.
We still
Flight,
have the most capital
your trauma
for
is at an
anything we
all-time
can
high
do
right
right.
now.
Huh?
Stop, Flight. I gotta stop your head, brother. You know I love you. You know I love you like a
Right.
son. I gotta stop you. Your trauma's at an all-time high right now. Like,
Nah.
just take this in stride and just keep beating your chest that the New York Knicks will be something someday.
I hope so. Sure, the Knicks gonna be okay. RJ Barrett is going home. Like I said, that the era is over. Emmanuel quickly, I'm gonna miss him. With that long ball, they gonna fit in perfect up there, man. I just think this trade is under question. Because if RJ Barrett becomes an All Star, um, that's gonna be a big problem. I think it's gonna be pressure on OG to become that All Star in New York because
Mm,
something's telling me that RJ is gonna become an All Star. Maybe not this season, but the following.
I but
Something's
flight
telling me
here,
that. Go
but
ahead, and
here's
I think
why I
it's a
don't
bit of a
think it's a
problem.
problem though. Here's why I don't think it's a problem if RJ becomes a All Star in Toronto. First of all, he is back at home. Second of all, he can really click up with his godfather, Steve Nash, that can help him with training and everything and getting him through the bad head space days. So,
Gemini, don't
huh?
feed Flight that foolishness. Don't feed Flight
No,
that foolishness.
I'm feeding
Steve
them
Nash,
logic.
Steve Nash
Nash.
is just Steve Nash. I mean, come on, man, really? Their games are so perpendicular, opposite of each other. I mean,
No,
I
no,
mean,
no. I say
what's
with
Steve Nash going to
training
do for
him.
him?
I say with training him.
And listen, if
'Cause
Steve Nash can train him in New York, hell, Canada's just a hop, skip, and a jump away, right?
why what why
What,
would I
100
leave
miles?
my house?
Toronto
Why
to
would I
New York
leave
City,
my
100
house?
miles?
Why would
A
I
little bit
leave
over
my
100
house?
miles?
And my godson it has coming back to me. So why
They
would
can, he
I
can fly
even?
to New York in 2 hours.
Why would I wait?
Don't think
Why
like
would I
that
go through?
foolishness.
No, no, no. Steve Nash is still traumatized from losing the Nets job, so he's still traumatized.
Pistons up on the Raptors right now too. Pistons
So he
up.
don't want to come back to New York. He got to go to
He don't
Canada.
want no part of it. He
Nah,
don't
man, he
want
don't
no
need it.
part
Nah,
of
he
Okay,
it.
ain't coming to
all
New
right,
York. New
I'll give
York
you
is
that.
getting ready.
He
Give
like
RJ.
what? What?
I
Go
remember one
over the
time they was asking
bridge?
RJ.
No.
I remember one time they was asking RJ about shit going on in New York. Like, hey, you went to the deli or you went to this? He started to say he don't really be in New York like that. I
Nah,
heard
he
him say
don't.
that one year. You know why? Because these fools be up in Jersey. The Knicks at least, the Brooklyn Nets, they are in Brooklyn, like in New York. They be in Westchester County, all kind of shit. I don't know if y'all know where this is at, but it's far out from New York City. The Knicks don't
Mm-hmm.
practice in New York City. They
At
on the
all.
outskirts. So they not in tune with everything going on in the city. Maybe Melo was, but RJ wasn't. I remember that. They was asking some New York shit. He said, I don't really be there like that. This motherfucker be up in Jersey.
He
So I mean, I don't know what's
he
going on, but
he
give him
never
major
really took a
props.
tour of the boroughs.
I'm pretty sure he
Um,
did. I'm pretty sure
no,
he did.
no, no. I'm talking about like a tour full, like foodie spots, like what they normally do with the rookies. He didn't do that tour. He was with Nash. He didn't do that tour.
Well, I mean, I didn't know about all that, but I mean, now you broke that news, I guess. But
Uh,
listen, he said, is my mic is tripping?
yeah, it's crackling a little bit.
All right, hold on.
I thought it was Dex. We're having two.
Is my mic is
Okay.
cracking?
Yeah, it's cracking just a little bit.
Okay.
Like we still able to make out what you're saying. It's
Right,
just
No,
yeah.
no,
cracking.
it's a
Yeah.
quick fix.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably just a cord or something. But listen, New York is making moves. Okay, that's the first domino to fall. At least it was a big market team that initiated, the kerfuffle around the moving around of players, and RJ Barrett and quickly is just the first casualties of such. But I like New York looking to increase and improve their team, increase their win margin and improve their team. And right now, we're looking at the example of Leon Perry to try to. Why I keep saying Leon Perry? It's Scott Perry. Scott Perry's not there anymore. Leon, I'm just gonna say Leon because I just remember them as a duel. Leon is trying to get something done in New York. You know what I'm saying? Because the fans are ancient, and with the roster structure and construction that the New York Knicks display night in and night out, that is not going to get it done. Nobody see them beating Boston. Nobody see them beating the Bucks, and really nobody see them beating a healthy Embiid in Philly. So he
Let,
has to make
let me
some
know how my
moves
audio
because the
sound now.
fans are
My
impatient
better?
Oh
of
yeah,
like.
you 5 by 5 now. You 5 by 5 now. Turn your volume up this 2 ticks and you good.
So, Flight, did you hear anything I said while you was fixing your equipment?
Repeat the last statement. I heard some of it. Finish the last statement so we can follow up.
Basically, in a nutshell, that Leon is making moves. He's doing something. He's shaking up the atmosphere, and the
Yeah,
NBA
he did
landscape is
go out
on
the
notice
shell game.
because when you look at the Eastern Conference, the top tier of the competition level, you got Boston, Milwaukee, and you got Philly, and nobody sees the New York Knicks as they are currently constructed and what they roll out on that hardwood night in and night out, operating within that rectangle, see beating Boston or Milwaukee, and then you still have a healthy Embiid. I don't see them getting past any of those three monstrosities of competition in the NBA flight. So you have to pat him on the shoulders for at least recognizing he doesn't have enough. It needs a shake up. And this is what fell out of the bag of the magic tricks of old boy Leon.
I agree with that. The next day, like I said, they had to do something. But that's what I feel like they did. They did something. I would have liked an all-star caliber in return, but OG to me, he showed flashes. If you want to be on the optimistic point of view, maybe he could be the guy to be the difference maker. He can pick up guys like Tatum. We didn't really have a guy. RJ wasn't a reliable guy to guard people like that.
Nah.
And also, so I think he can close the gap possibly. Um, it could be the difference between those teams. Can they knock off one of those teams? Can they beat Philly now? I don't know. You understand? Are they better than Boston? I don't know about that. So I mean, you got a good point there. But they did recognize that they didn't have enough, and they did do something. So at the end of the day, as a Knicks fan, they did something. It's gonna be a head scratcher because you don't know for sure if
If it's gonna
OG is going
pan
to be
out.
a better player than RJ, and I think that's what got a lot of people tripped out right now. We not it's not definitive. It's not a clear cut. Like man,
Hmm.
I don't know.
Mm, mm. I'll say this. I think OG it brings not just that adrenaline rush that your team needed. He's more confident when he go for his shots. RJ, I feel is like pushing himself. I think it's something with it within his own head space because you do see glimpses of him being able to be better, shooting more confident, and but then there is the very next game, and it's like he didn't checked out mentally. OG don't do that. OG be really playing hard, pretty much leaves it on the court. So I won't I, I won't take a dump on OG like that. I won't. I'm sorry. But the
I'm not
second part
either.
of that trade, that like
I ain't
you
gonna
think that
discredit OG
guy,
like he trash. He got pressure on him
yeah,
though coming to New York.
yeah. Now, that's the ultimate question. Will he be able to deal with the New York media? Like, yeah, cause y'all like in LA, we're brutal, but New York, boy, y'all be ready to put somebody head on a pike in a minute, like, and not think twice. So Can he deal with that type of pressure is the ultimate overall question. But the second part of that trade, I don't know if he's going to benefit y'all at the five position. I'll have to go back and recheck the tape on it. I already looked at his numbers, but I don't think he was like featured as a five in Toronto. I don't remember that. And I didn't watch some Toronto games this year. I don't remember him being featured as a five, but that's neither here nor there.
So you do you know definitively if the Knicks won the trade or not?
I say technically, if I was to look at numbers, which I already did, y'all actually lost when y'all put quickly in it. But if you think that the second piece is going to fill your void at because your main center's hurt, that's yet to be seen.
Good point there. Like I said, it's still a lot of time, to be played. It seems like you brought up the Villanova connection. It seems like the Knicks are going all in on Jalen Brunson, uh, and whatever the hell he wants to do with this team, they're gonna get behind his system and formula. I think he's came here and proven that you might need to do that. So they building around Jalen Brunson here, man. He's the number one option here until they
Yeah,
get a legit number one. So RJ, he gonna come up second fiddle. He was just a guy helping to facilitate for Brunson. And like I said, defensively, this is a clear upgrade. OG, I've seen OG have times where he did ball out. So let's see. He was on that championship team. He was hurt.
and
But
he was
he
not
got
the
that
first.
pedigree.
He was not the first or second option on his team. Like
I know.
that's the difference when you take a look at OG. With not being one or two position wise, he still put his imprint on the game. That's the overall difference with OG. RJ was supposed to be like that dude. That's really what made them add Bronson. And even at his position, he's still now what third fiddle? Because Randall getting more touches than him. I didn't watch the Knicks play. Randall get way more touches than him. So it it's gonna kind of balance out. But when y'all put quickly in there, I think y'all like that that make me grind my teeth, bro. Cause that's a glue guy for y'all. He really is.
Yeah, he definitely look. But another thing I don't think people are seeing is the Knicks did have a little log jam at that position. You know, when you have obviously with Josh Hart, Grimes was complaining. Not too long ago. I thought they was gonna move on from him. So they have some people that could step into that quickly role. It might not be as effective as quickly, but they do have guards. You got DiVincenzo, you got Hart, you have like I said, the people I just listed. So they're gonna be all right, in that department. Brunson is the lead guard, and I think they have their eyes set on Donovan Mitchell. Something's telling me they're not done. They kept all their first, they got an abundance, they didn't trade one first round pick, you know. That's huge, So I really don't know what's going on.
Like, what
I
superstar you gonna name next one to the?
I don't think Cleveland's gonna move off of Mitchell though. That it because that's my overall thing. If there is a destination, there's three destinations that DM could go to. DM could go to New York, he can go to Miami, or he can become a Laker. Those are the three destinations that I could see him possibly going. But my overall thing is, you are you willing to gut your it's not a real gut because he only made 33 mil a year. But are you willing to give up more pieces for that? Especially after this trade? Because as bad as you don't want to admit it, that's 33 mil you have to match, Black.
No, that's facts.
And do you have the depth after you give up that 33 mil? Hell,
Right.
I'm at Palinka's neck as a Laker fan because I don't feel he got us the centers that we needed at Miami. I don't think they're moving off of Kyle Lowry, which will be a big piece of that trade. So I mean, depth wise after the trade, I don't think New York gonna make a move for DM. I don't see it. Sorry to say. And like Dex say, I don't know where you spewing that from the cracks and crevices, because I don't see that happening. But oh, the game on. I was sitting up here talking to y'all. I turned away from the TV. You gonna do your play calling flight? Oh, he done walked away. I done lost him. Dex, where you at? Dex. Okay. Well, right now, everybody, the score is 13. New York Knicks, 8. Indiana Pacers. Somebody got an echo. Um, flight is fixing the
Yeah, I see it right there. My bad, my bad. Yeah, I had some tech. I hold on. Let me fix this.
I just didn't want to overstep. That's all.
No, you good?
Man, I can't wait till that young man come back on the court. I'm just saying. And happy birthday, LBJ. You heard?
What you think about LeBron James? He getting old down here.
Man, I'm gonna be honest to you. We he got the
Yeah, the whole
Michelin's
time I was
on. You
talking, I
heard
thought
me?
my mic was. I thought my shit was on. I didn't know my mic was on mute.
Yeah, he literally got the Michelin tire on warranties. You heard me? Like he still got a lot of that 100,000 tire. What other people normally get them 50,000 tires? Nah, he got them hundred miles Hondos. Still got some tread on that. He could do about another 2 seasons, but I will say this: I am so happy because it looked like he's gonna break that 40 right before the playoffs.
Right. Who gonna break that 40? LeBron.
Yeah, 40,000 points.
Right.
It's
I was gonna
project.
say because I heard my mic was on mute. I heard you say something about play by play. I mean, I really it's just whatever we want to do it, but really it's like this is a ball family channel. So sometimes just because I pull up a game, I could pull up the Kings game. That don't mean I'm about to go in like it's Lamelo on the court. You understand? I mean, I
Yeah,
just sometimes I'm just pulling up games right now as a trade. We just politicking, you know. But if the game get close in the fourth quarter, we'll see what's going on. You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but it's really Lamelo. You understand? When Melo, I'm waiting. We waiting on Melo to get back. I am. You understand? At least you know it's definitely horrifying that Melo is not here. And
I,
like I said, he coming back to a shithole. You know, the Charlotte Hornets. And somebody put in the comment today, I was reading. Somebody said, "Why the hell the Hornets wasn't the first team to make a move? Why the Hornets ain't in the mix of shit? Why their name ain't
they
involved? Why?
don't
I mean,
have the
can they name just get in the
pieces.
mix?"
They don't
They don't
have
got to
the
pull a trigger,
pieces.
Gemini. Can I just hear that the Hornets' name was in the mix?
Well, I'll be honest. The 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 point I think, and I was trying to allude to this off season. I thought that they was gonna put Kai Jones and JT Thor amongst a trade. That's what I was alluding to this off season. But then Kai Jones went off the rails, and then that blew up um the thought that I thought that they was gonna do. I thought they was gonna do a 2-for-1 and maybe like give a second round pick and acquire somebody. Um, but Kai, man, Kai just blew all my thoughts out the water when he went off left. So, do I think that they'll ever be mentioned amongst the trade? No. Mainly why? The one player that they really want to get off of the contract of, nobody wants him. They'll take him as a buyout, but nobody wants him. Tell, tell me one team right now, and this is for flight and anybody in the chat. Tell me one team right now that will take on a Haywood contract.
Uh, I don't know. You gonna have team. I mean, Haywood is hurt now, so it's easy to say that right now.
No, no, no. That see the 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 misconception for most fans is they think because a player is hurt, he can't be traded. He can be traded, just that the other team has to be willing to accept the liability of them being hurt. They have to sign another waiver amongst that trade.
Do you think a
So
team like the Lakers or somebody gonna go for that? You got to think of the veteran teams.
no, no, the that's why I said they will take him on a buyout market, but they won't take his contract. Like his contract, the Lakers right now are like 1.2 to 1.9 out, out of that penalty box, right? So it wouldn't behoove the Lakers to get him because they're not in the full rebuild. It wouldn't behoove Chicago to get him unless um the Hornets are going to give them some first round picks, which I doubt that they're going to do. So that's why I do not think they're going to be able to make a move
I
like
don't know,
for
Gemini.
no. I'm saying for Charlotte. Like why? Okay, what would behoove me to take on a $30 million contract and this guy not even averaging 20 points?
Who you talking about?
Haywood.
Well, they got that contract a few years ago when Melo got drafted. That's when they signed him.
No, no, I dig that. I'm saying what will behoove another team to take on $30 million and he's not even averaging 20 points?
Good point. So teams got to make a decision. Point blank. Period.
So wait. Nico, what you saying? I must have missed something. Send Haywood to the Pistons. Why? Why would the Pistons take on when they in almost finished their rebuild? Like why would the Pistons do that to themselves? The Hornets will benefit more because then I guess y'all will get Banyani, whatever that dude name is. Like, and then I mean, the Pistons are the taller team in the NBA of the league. Hell, you could say that about the Magic 2 seasons ago. The Magic just used all their draft picks this last draft. That's why they turned around. Because if you remember correctly, the Magic was worse than the Pistons. If you averaged 14 to 16 points, they was getting you out of there because they didn't want to pay nobody. Do you not remember that? It was Detroit doing it first, then it was the Magic. But the Magic just last draft used damn near unloaded the vault on the draft picks and used all of them this year. So don't make it seem like the Magic wasn't the development team of the NBA. What you confused on, Big Chuck? Had real potential. What they call it. They was not fighting yearly, man. Don't lie. Don't lie on the Magic like that. You disrespecting the Magic. The Magic was trading players as soon as they averaged the 16 to 18 points. They was trading players. Remember, didn't they have an all-star center? Where's the All Star Center right now, Nico? The All Star Center that the Magic had. Where's he at right now? All the players, teams will be willing to deal, I guess. Chuck, the main reason why they're willing to deal this year is because the new boogeyman is coming of that CBA. You got 7 penalties that are strong that can hurt somebody. No, I wanted Nico to answer that because he's making it sound like the Magic was like rebuilding at that time. They had an all-star center that they traded. Like, please don't make it sound like this man like they wasn't doing the wrong thing. They was trading players, dude, and stacking picks. They wasn't trying to win on a yearly can basis. That's one of the reasons why Gordon didn't pan out there. I don't know all the details. Nah, Chuck, I was just saying like how how a lot of people this year at during the off season, right? A lot of people thought that there wouldn't be a lot of moves during the trade deadline. Prime example, even though this is the first one, right?
Well, we
That
still got another month.
right. But I'm saying even though this is the first one though, right, Chuck? They people did not think even New York would do like this type of move. A lot of people thought New York was either gonna go big or go home. Like either it was gonna be a superstar addition added, or they wasn't gonna do a trade. And they did this trade here actually helps them. And it helps them a lot. So with this trade, you're about to see a lot of more movement within the NBA because that new boogeyman is coming. It could affect your draft picks. It could affect your future trades. Like if you are consistently going over, being in that second apron, like it's about to get bananas for you. Um, how most people get a mid level exception and all the rest of that, so they can acquire other players amongst the trade. y- You they may not have that option because they've been in the second apron of the luxury tax for several years. So that's one of the reasons why Boston did what they did because they basically said we're going big or go home, and that's why they was able to get those draft picks. And if you honestly remember correctly, they were they was basically the starting point for Danny Ainge as far as stacking picks. So if that is the case, like and Danny now is in Utah, because Danny now look at how Danny got 10 trades for 2 All Stars. He got both of them out of there. Since y'all didn't work together, I'm getting y'all out of here. So now look at what he's left with. He don't right now. It's on the wire that he don't even want to play marketing because he didn't like how marketing had to go fulfill his last military obligation. That that's why he did the trade for with Atlanta for that power forward who actually is the wrong piece for them. But they took on a
Gemini, can you hear
25.
me?
Yeah, now I can.
Okay. What you think about the absence of R.J. Barrett and the resurface of Evan Fournier? Do you think Evan Fournier can make the most of this opportunity, or he just
I think he can.
a hangover?
No, I think he can because prior to him falling out of the rotation, he was one of their better shooters. Be like Michael Jackson and remember the time. He was one of their better shooters. He deterred his man from shooting on the wing. So I was trying to figure out why he fell out of the rotation.
Defense.
But
You know, Tommy T is all about defense.
yeah, but I mean, it is like his man wasn't killing him on the court. Like if his man would have been killing him on the court, I would feel different. But his man was not killing him on the court, Dex.
But defense ain't all about mano on mano. Defense is about assignments. If you're not in your spots, if you're not in the space that you're supposed to be in, then you discombobulating everybody else who is in their spot. And now everybody have to scramble. And a lot of times when you out there scrambling, you don't win those sets.
Well, I'll say this: if he worked on his cardio, he's good. But if he didn't work on his cardio, he's screwed. Like this whole time he was down, he should have been working on his cardio, getting his cardio together. Like I wouldn't even trip. I just would have been working on cardio. But that's me,
Yeah,
cause
and you
I'm gonna
got
get
both
back in the
teams in
rotation.
action, Gemini. Both teams are in action. The Knicks are in action, as well as the Raptors are in action. And I, I'm just curious to see who is more effective with this trade that went down today, even though neither of the players will be in action for their respective new teams. But would that energize the teams into wins?
I but see that's my thing. You okay? You're saying he was just out of assignments, right? I'm just going off of what you said. You're saying he was out of assignments, but he guarded the three well. Like when he was on the court, y'all didn't really get beat by threes. Like and mainly because of his height, because he is lengthy. But to 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 make it sound like he didn't come to y'all as a prime like this all-star defender. Y'all got him because of shooting. Because remember what team he was
Stevie,
on.
I don't know what you mean by y'all. The Knicks is
No,
definitely
no,
not
no.
my team.
I'm no. I know you're a Laker fan like myself. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking in broader terms. Like when they got him because of shooting. They didn't get him for like stellar defense. Like that was that scoring punch that they needed
I mean,
that
they
they was
got Kimber
missing.
Walker as well, right? Because they came together. Kimber Walker and Evan Fournier came together that same season and was basically the leftovers or the giveaway of the Boston backcourt that Boston had that season. And I think they got fleeced with Kimber and Evan Fournier, even though Kimber did have a 50 ball game. And I think Evan Fournier had a couple of 40 pieces. But Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens, they didn't want that backcourt, so they gave it to one of their arch nemesis in the East, the New York Knicks. So you knew something was wrong with that. And for the New York Knicks to accept it after rejecting Lonzo Ball, they got what they deserved. And they got a bad Nick Kimba, and they got an Evan Fournier that never saw a shot he didn't like. And and if
But
you look him up, if you
but didn't
Google
he
him,
average
they're
16
they're
years?
they're they're projecting as a porn star.
Yeah, but didn't he average 16 when he first got there? If I remember correctly, like he
I'm not
produced.
sure what he averaged, but he wasn't bad. I won't say he was bad, but for the money and the splash for an off-season New York Knicks transaction, it was bad. You know, Kimba couldn't really stay on the court. Him and Tibbs, they couldn't see
Yeah,
eye
but
to
Kimber
eye
was a
because
knee
Tibbs say,
problem though.
"Can you spell defense?" And Kimba Walker spelled defense E, and he was like, "Wait, what about the D?" Oh,
I mean, I dig it. I dig it, but I mean, they brought him there to be a shooter. They didn't bring him there to be an all-star defender though. I mean, just keep it 100. Like he did not come there to be a defensive person. Y'all needed scoring. They needed scoring punch. They got him for scoring punch. Now, Kemba Walker was a knee problem. So they knew what they was acquiring, a knee problem. That was asinine to accept a knee problem, thinking that you was going to get more out of it though, if that kind of makes sense.
Well, all I can say is, as the game is tied 34-34, so the New York Knicks is showing that they got some fight. They on the road down in Naptown, and the game is tied after the first quarter and a few minutes gone into the second quarter in the 10-minute, 9-minute zone. But listen, the New York Knicks got tired of Drew driving down the highway in the same lane for 48 minutes. The man wouldn't switch lanes for nothing. All he do
I
is
agree.
drive in the left-hand lane for 48 minutes of driving. And listen, that's boring. New York needs some type of excitement in their building. Watching RJ Barrett play basketball is like, scratching the freaking backboard in your ears. Because all he's going to do is go down a one-way street. That's why they call him slot machine.
Man, I'll say this. You talking about Ford didn't see a shot he didn't like. I know you don't want me to bring up RJ bad shooting. I know you don't. Like if I was to even put that side by side, even you'll be like, "Oh, this bad." Like, come on now.
The only way I will give a little leeway to RJ because he was the number two pick. Excuse me. He was the number two pick in the draft. So he has to show some kind of statistical power. Whereas Fournier, that's a whole different situation, right? And RJ
No,
was
I
kind of
know that
pressed.
actually no, that actually hurts RJ because if you look at it by that sentiment that you just mentioned, you definitely would think that RJ would have a higher, like a real higher ceiling. That's why I was trying to tell people do not get stuck on that Duke team because not all of like this is the problem I have with Duke, right? Duke players, if they don't get hurt early, they really don't start producing to that third year. I know a lot of people want to say, well, that's every college player. No, Duke players are normally drafted higher. So with them not producing faster, that actually is a stain on their reputation. What they did in college, yeah, that's nice. But it actually hurts them as far as drafting one of their players. Because if they're not hurt, they don't produce. If they don't produce, they're hurt. How is that what you want as an outcome after you draft somebody? Especially if you draft them 1 through 5. Come on,
Well,
Dex.
well, RJ, listen, RJ was drafted right after Zion, right?
Right.
He was a diaper dandy, one and done, and came from Duke under a really fantastic structure and presentation for
No, they
Coach
oversold.
K.
But they oversold on RJ. RJ wasn't even the other guy that was really the glue of that team. He like
Huh?
he wasn't like really the
RJ
other
was the number
guy
one
that,
option for Duke. You know that, right?
but he wasn't the glue for the team. It was the other dude. I talked about him so much, but I don't
For that
follow
Duke
Duke like
team,
that.
it either
Yeah.
it was Jones, Zion, RJ, Reddish, and was it Cassius?
Cam was the glue for that team
No, I'm talking about
defensively.
Cassius. Was Cassius Stanley with those guys, or did he come after?
I'm not too sure. I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie, but
Well, anyway, what I'm saying is
I
that
just think they oversold RJ. I really do. I
listen,
think they
I didn't
oversold
never
him.
like RJ in the beginning, even at Duke. I didn't like RJ. I thought his game was too bland, too simple, and he was put in a system where he can thrive. You know, because every time Duke had trouble or Duke lost, RJ was circumcised. I'm gonna put it that way.
Yeah, yeah. But I thought he was oversold, and what the
I think,
NBA actually
yeah,
tried to do, that's why they kept mentioning Steve Nash is his godfather. Steve Nash is his godfather. I'm like, okay, a point guard and a small forward. That's asinine. I can't compare the two. Can he
yeah. I mean,
teach him? Yes. Can he
his
coach him?
he
Yes.
doesn't have a bag. I mean, let's be specific. RJ do not have a bag. All he does is just, you
No,
know,
it's his
just
motor. No, no, it's
he don't
honestly
have
his
a bag
motor.
either though. Motor low, no bag. This is why
Well,
they're frustrated with RJ. If
well,
you want to shut the Knicks, why do you think RJ don't take the last shot?
I've been on him about that. Like,
Because
like
he's too easy to guard.
yeah, like that's honestly no secret. I won't even sit and try to justify that statement. Like, I can't. I will
So
not lie, boy.
I just think the New York Knicks. I mean, listen, you got a hardcore sports fan base in the New York Knicks, and that fan base cross
And you got
pollinate
Stephen A.
with
Smith
other New York
talking head
sports.
all day long.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these guys know numbers. I mean, these guys, New York fans, been analytical. They've been analytical. Matter of fact, I think that's where it started at New York. The analytics from Wall Street and all that stuff. They brought it down into
Probably so.
sports.
Probably
But
so.
so what I'm saying is that when they look at RJ, they don't see no upside. There's no upside because the guy refused to dribble the ball in his right hand.
Yeah, I mean, my thing when it came to RJ basically was I didn't see hunger in him. Like, you can say whatever you want about Zion, right? You could talk about the weight problem. You could talk about the off the court problem. But you can't deny when he hits that court, even though yes, sometimes he plays gas, but you cannot deny you see hunger in him when on that court, either attacking the rim or going for a block, going for a rebound. Hell, even when he go for a steal, you cannot say you do not see that hunger in him. RJ,
Yeah, that's
I
the
don't
most
see
god
that
awful
dog.
thing to watch. Zion bending over, going for a steal. Looks like he's going to crack one or even
Exactly.
spit his pants.
Exactly, but you still see that hunger and that drive up within him. Now, do I think he needs to lose weight? Yes. I'm saying that for two reasons. I'm saying that for your performance on the basketball court and for your performance after basketball, because there is a life after basketball. So I want you to be able to walk and not look like a lot of these older vets of the NBA that look like a stick man that could get blown down by the wind and fall over and break a hip. I don't want you to look like that at a young age. So, like, that's my concern when it comes to Zion. But as far as what I basically get out of him on the court, number wise, Zion, even with missing games, is still higher than RJ. But what was sold on RJ as far as the media, if you want to talk about pressure, RJ had more pressure on him. New Orleans is a small market. You can have a bad game tonight, and as long as you do something for the community tomorrow, we still gonna hold you in high regard. RJ can't do that. Yes, Nico, he's just now getting playing time again. So of course his first game, he's gonna be 1 for 6, my dude. This is
Well, we
first
got the New
time.
York Knicks that's down right now. They're down 7, 44 to 37, inside the 7 minute zone before the break. So there's plenty of basketball for the first half. But right now, New York Knicks are down 30, 44 to 37 without RJ and Iman quickly.
Hey, not Dex. Nico just pointed that out, and guess who just made a three just now? Nico just pointed out the 1 for 6, and
Yeah,
guess who
Evan
just made
Fournier
a
made a
three?
three, and then Benedict Mathurin came back with a 16 foot.
Yeah, so if you nice double, even though he was on the opposite side of the double, but bruh, the dude just not getting playing time again. You making it sound like this dude been playing. He was out of the
So you
rotation,
like
my
Evan
G.
Fournier, huh? What is it that you
No,
like about Evan Fournier? That he's
no,
either from Louisiana or he is got a French name.
no. My thing about him is they got him for a scoring punch, right? Then he fell out of the rotation. I'm not mad either way, cause I really don't have like no energy or no dog in that fight. But they got him for a scoring punch. When he got there, he was one of the bright lights for them as far as a scoring punch. And now he in fact, hold on, I'm gonna look up how many points he got tonight. Yes, he's 2 for 7, but I I I I
The
just want to
game is
make
still early
sure.
though, Gemini. So you
No,
know,
no, no. I'm just saying though, like even with the defensive trap that he just did, right? The man went to the opposite side of the trap, but don't make it sound like this man like was completely dumpster juice as a Nick. Like please don't insult my intelligence like that. Like he does play average defense, and he normally gets his man to alter his shot, but come on, man, don't make it sound like he was a all star
well,
going to the Knicks.
Gemini, if you kind of laud him the way you do, then why nobody's asking for Evan Fournier? Do you think the Knicks are really coveting him to that degree? If someone was to ask for him, they would say, "Hell no, get the highway."
No, when he fell out the rotation, that's just like right now. Okay, we're talking voice over IP right now, right? But I said, Dex, I got these Jordans right here, dog. 300. What's the first thing Dex gonna say? Man, I gotta see them. Like I'm not even a shoe guy, so I just said a brand, so I know it'll catch your eye. I I know you'll want to pony up the money, right? But the first thing Dex gonna ask me, I gotta see it. Y'all got him on the bench. I gotta see it. So how can you
Now, the
feature a
first thing
player?
I'm gonna ask you is that, dude, I buy my shoes from Ross, sometimes Marshall.
Yeah, I dig it. But okay, even right now in 10 minutes, right now, now for Nico, who want to talk about averages, right? The man have 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist in 10 minutes. Nico, you're saying that's not a good average? They could bench him for the rest of the game, and that's still a good game, Doc. In 10 minutes, see how what your argument don't even hold weight now, Nico. In 10 minutes, the man got 6 points, dog. 1 rebound and 1 assist. Hell, it was games RJ didn't even score in the first half. Keep it 100 and tell me I'm lying, Nico. But overall, Dex, I I think when everybody went younger, he wasn't gonna get a lot of playing time, Doc. To be honest, when the NBA went younger, especially at the small forward position, he wasn't gonna get a lot of playing time.
And who you talking about?
Four. Four wasn't gonna get a lot of playing time though. Not at all. Even though he was putting up 16 points a game, he still wasn't gonna get a lot of playing time. Cause that, cause that,
46-49. Indiana still in the lead at the 4 minute zone. 4 minutes and 23 seconds to be exact. Indiana been stuck on 49 for a little while now, so I guess the Knicks defense kind of is a little more sturdy than it was in the first quarter.
yeah. Actually, the 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 Knicks had made a shot, and then they had started coming back sooner than what people give them credit for. There go Bronson, mama. There
Well,
go
I
that
know the
man.
New York fan base is going to uh, miss IQ. You know, him running up and down the court as the ever ready bunny, exciting the
I
crowd.
I think
You know,
that's the part of the trade that's gonna hurt them. I heard what Flight said, and he want to use that guy as an undersized center, the second piece to that trade. But I'm gonna be honest to you, I wouldn't like when they made quickly a part of that trade. I had a problem. If if you're trying to get the Knicks to like clearly have the better of that trade, when they added quickly, they kind of screwed them. Because even the young man they got in the game right now, I'm trying to say his name because I don't know none of their faces. I'm actually trying to see the back of his jersey. I'm waiting for them to focus in on him.
are you talking Hardenstein?
No, number two.
Oh, Devin Shinche. Devin Shinche.
Yeah, like I don't
Dante.
like even with him on the court right now.
Devin Senzo, I guess. I think that's how you say it. Devin Senzo.
Yeah, I I wouldn't even like too much be because where the heck did he come from? Like I'm trying to be nice and trying to keep it cordial, but what you mean?
Well, you got the Toppin brothers playing against each other right now. You got
Yeah,
Obi and his younger brother.
and the Knicks got Finn too. Who is Finn? They must have just added him a part of the trade. Yeah, because see, now they added a pick in that trade. That pick and that third player wasn't a part of that trade at first. So they didn't alter that trade now. Dang.
The
So
Knicks are
flight
down by the slimmest of margin. 52-51. Indiana still holds the lead and the ball. Well, I mean, Jim, now we're going to see if who won the trade. But I think right now the New York Knicks have the upper hand because it looks like they're trying to beef up a little bit, and plus they got Precious a part of that. In the absence of Mitchell Robinson, they still have some kind of enforcement down in the restricted area.
Yeah, I mean y'all have Hollistein. I mean I'm I'm not too concerned because they like their front court is all right, but like they really need to get a pecking order and 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 really figure out like what are they gonna do because they're gonna wind up having to let go of their starting center for peanuts. Because how many games did that man play last year?
You can't ask me that because I don't. I have very, very little
Nah,
stats
nah. I
for
no.
New York Knicks.
I'm pulling it up, but
Oh,
I
it was
just asked it
rhetorical.
as a broad. Yeah, I just asked it as a broad question, cause it's almost they they knew they was gonna have to get rid of this dude. Like I'm just saying overall, cause haven't he been hurt every season playing for them?
Basically, yeah. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson has been injury prone.
Okay, I'm pulling up his stats right now. Okay, this year they they have him down for 21 games. Last season he played 79. I mean 59. I'm sorry. The season before that he played 72, but the season before that he only played 31. So he had one injured year, came back, then got back injured, and now he's back injured again. This is his first time in back-to-back years hurt, but still, I think they're gonna wind up getting rid of him for peanuts.
I know, but Mitchell Robinson is basically like looking at and looking at some ice cream on the other side of the glass, knowing that you cannot get to it because of the stores closed. And that's Mitchell Robinson. He's a tease. You know what I'm saying? He looked very delicious, pause, but he's a tease because he cannot stay on the court. But when he's on the court, he's pretty effective, and he does what Tommy T needs him to do from
I
that
mean, I
position.
mean, 6 and 10 is good numbers. I'm not mad at his numbers because he does play a old style format of basketball. So he's offered giving you 6 points and 10 rebounds. I cannot be mad at that. But I'm just saying overall, I just think they're gonna wind up getting rid of him for peanuts.
Yeah, because his injuries have been a bane in their side. Um, soon as the New York Knicks seem like they got something going, he goes down.
Right. Like I'm just going off of numbers. I can't lie because
The tie ball game
the
at halftime, 57-57. The Knicks tied it up. So you basically say it's 0-0 for the next 24 minutes of basketball. Who
yes
wants it
sir.
more, the Knicks or the Pacers?
I mean right now the energy is high. I have to give that to him. The energy is actually high. You're getting high energy from Indiana. You're getting high energy from the Knicks. I mean, maybe the trade is just the culture shock that they needed
Yeah,
to get the
Indiana
best
just
out of
scored
their
on a layup for
players.
Miles Turner, 59-57.
Yeah, like maybe that's what they needed.
Well, I mean, I know that New York needed a dab in the arm. I mean, because the flow of their juices was stale, Paul. And the thing about it is that when you in a big market like New York, you gotta have something that draw the people out. And RJ Barrett is just not one of them. And it's just sad that Iman quickly, aka IQ, just was a travesty of collateral damage with that trade and departure from RJ Barrett.
Yeah, cause see right now, Toronto get to really develop Grady right now. They don't have no pressure to put Grady even in one game now at all.
Tyrese Halliburton made a deep three-pointer to give the Indiana Pacers a 4-point lead, 62-58, with 26 seconds left, as the fast clock has definitely been engaged.
Yeah, this is I won't lie. Indiana shooting a couple of more threes, but as far as energy wise, what I'm seeing, I'm actually seeing a great basketball game right now. Before I switch to the Laker game, but I'm actually seeing a great game right now.
Yeah, it's all at the half. 62-64. Indiana up by a basket, and it was a flurry of scores in the last 40 seconds of basketball. Where at one point it seemed like they both died on the island for at least 2 to 3 minutes because they were stuck at their respective scoring marks. But at the last 40 some odd seconds of basketball before the half, it was a flurry of scores and baskets being exchanged. And so we at the half right now, 64-62.
Now I
Indiana
will
up
say
by one
this:
basket.
Randall did get fouled on that last play that they didn't get where he scored, but they didn't give him the and one. He was fouled.
Yeah, Juju gonna have to be more assertive in the second half
Hmm.
if the New York Knicks is gonna make a statement win against Indiana on the road down in that town because
Right, right, right.
you know Jalen Bronson and Juju, they're going to need some help coming from somewhere because there's no RJ Barrett to give you that 18 points. Even how boring as it is, every basket going the same direction with the same hand, but it's still added up, and that has to be made up by committee tonight in the absence of RJ Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, I just from what I'm actually just going off of, like for some reason, man, I just think that quickly. Oh, like that was the Energizer Bunny. Like I don't know, I don't know. All right, I just honestly think they're gonna wind up having problems behind that one. It's nothing
Their
bad,
bed, so they got to lay it in Gemini. We're going to see how
huh?
Tommy T coach his way out of this in the absence of RJ Barrett and Iman Cookie. Because, like I said, RJ Barrett, okay, cool. But Iman, he was, like you said, he brought that energy, man. And the crowd cheered every bucket this young man made. This blue
Right.
blood out of Kentucky.
All right. Let me turn down this volume because I don't want to affect what I'm doing.
Now, I put I put some money, you know, on the Lakers tonight, and I went hard. I know there are a undefeated Lakers fan base. I guess celebrating his birthday in grand fashion, amongst his family. So he took the night off. I wish I could get the day off on my birthday. But nevertheless, I think the Los Angeles Lakers is going to do well, and I wouldn't be surprised if Austin Reeves put up 40 points.
Uh, Mm, wait. Austin put a what?
Austin Reeves, Arkansas 15, Opie
Uh
on the
huh.
Andy Griffith show, put up
Right.
a 40 piece tonight. I wouldn't be surprised in the absence of LeBron James.
Ooh, boy, I want whatever you edibles, drink, smoke, boy, as long as it's not powder or crystal. I, I, no, I need a dab of that.
No, I listen. I operate in the
this,
drug-free zone
this, this boy,
because listen, it just
boy.
listen. I just think the calm before the storm down there in Minneapolis, Twin Cities.
No, okay.
I just
I'll
feel that
be.
Anthony Davis and Austin
Hmm.
Reeves and D'Angelo Russell, especially D'Angelo Russell, that's his former team, and he got booted out of that organization. I just think that he's going to play well against that team, and I think
You,
Austin Reeves going to put up a doozy, and Anthony Davis might have 33 and 16 with at least 2 to 4 blocks. because there's going to be a lot of space out there for the Lakers to operate in. Because LeBron James, sometimes he could be a clogger, uh, as great as he is. And I just think now uh, it's not so much pressure, and the pressure is on Minnesota because they're playing so well. But the Lakers have their number. Lakers have Minnesota number, and I just think the Lakers are going to come in there and bombard the place, and leave it up to Hazmat to clean up the mess. And so I laid a heavy wager on the Lakers tonight on the money line. So Purple
I
Baby, if you're
mean,
listening, that's what my skin is at. Purple Baby is on the Lakers tonight on the money line. And I
that
also
boy
thought
said
about
money.
the Dallas Mavericks against Golden State Warriors, but I didn't do anything on it. But I thought, listen, I know people feel that Austin Reeves is overhyped. Okay, I give
Yes.
if you think Opie is overhyped, cool. But like I said, when I was over on Ticket today, and he addressed me, I told Ticket to stop exaggerating. You exaggerating at an all-time high. And he retorted that, nah, I ain't exaggerating. One thing about Austin Reeves closes games. Austin Reeves get put off the bench into the game when the other team is on a run. So they
But
look at him
Dex,
as a run
that
stopper and a
no,
game
no,
closer.
no. That no, that but that's not the problem. With overall with Reeves, like the overall problem this season with Reeves compared to last season, people are actually coaching for him. Like they wasn't coaching for him last season. Yes, yes, just keep it all the way a buck. They was not coaching for him. After what he was able to come out and do, especially as a undrafted player, even though if he would have went on draft day, he was going to Detroit because that's who actually wanted him. But it's like, come
Yes, he's
on,
on the
man.
scouting report. Yes.
Yeah, so like for him to be on the scouting report right now, and for him to be doing what he's doing, like as a Laker fan, you still gotta smile because he like people didn't see him like really being like a 20, 23 and 3 guy. Like nobody projected that. At best they have him as a 16, 18 points average, but not like
And
23
that's
and
still
3.
good though. 16 points is still good,
I
especially
agree.
coming off the bench.
I agree.
And the only reason, and this is why I'm saying I think this is going to be a Vegas. See, sometimes you got Vegas going to have a game every night, right?
Uh-huh.
They're going to have that one game every night that they anticipate people going the opposite direction. So we already know the Lakers is the brand. The Lakers is the name. But when you
Right.
remove LeBron James out of the equation, then the Lakers are just another team, right? And I just
Right.
feel that with the Minnesota Timberwolves playing at the height of competition that they are, without LeBron James being a part of that equation, it could be
No,
somewhat of a letdown. And the temperament of the Minnesota
no,
Timberwolves
he's
could be
playing.
just a little cooler. And I think
No, he's
Austin Reeves
playing.
and Anthony Davis can take full advantage of that. Rui
No, he's
Hachimura, another
playing.
one. What about the Cam Reddish? You know what I'm saying? I just think this is going to be a surprise. And this is why I laid a heavy wager on
No,
the
LeBron
Lakers.
is playing.
Oh, I thought LeBron wasn't playing tonight.
The LeBron is playing. I'm looking at him right now. He's playing.
What? Oh shit! I
He
might
is
really be in
playing.
good. I,
It it
I
it,
was
it
told that
it's
LeBron
six
was
four
just was sitting
Lakers.
this one out.
He's playing. I'm looking at him
You
right
know what?
now.
Maybe he got a call from the NBA. Maybe he just got a call from the NBA and said, "This is a road game. You need to be inserted in the starting lineup. Celebrate your birthday tomorrow." Wow. If LeBron James is in the game and this is birthday, this dude finna go wild. So I can take back. I'm gonna say this. I can rescind. I can rescind Austin Reeves going forward. I can rescind. And he's going back to his normal state of mind. But LeBron
Yeah,
James might get a 40 piece on
yeah,
his
cause
birthday.
yeah, cause he's playing. In fact, the play where I was trying to let you know he's playing, like AD had kind of did a turnover. Gobert went to pass the ball to somebody else. LeBron stole it, passed it to AD, and then that was an and one. As you was talking, that's why I was like, no, he's playing. I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel even better because I was betting based on LeBron James was not going to be inserted in the starting lineup because, they're going to find some kind of nagging injury and they're going to sit him out. But hallelujah, LBJ is in the building, baby. He's going to take over Minnesota. It's going to be a miracle. Minnesota Lakers will cover the money line. Purple, baby, I hope you heard me earlier because she be saying I'll be getting my bread and I'm not sharing it with her. But, you
Hmm.
know, that's who I got, Purple, baby. I got LeBron James.
Hey man, I'm just being honest. This I'm just proud that he was able, like amongst his whole career, to outdo what those expectations was that was put on his shoulders. Like I'm still mad at that Sports Illustrated reporter, man. I'm still mad at him because that's the one that started all the hype with him. Like, and for this guy to be even in year 21 averaging 25 points a game, you do realize in season 21 who's the next closest player to him, right? In season 21 and what the
No, who,
average
who,
is?
who, who?
Vince Carter, 7.6 points. Right, number three is Dirk at 7 point. It
Oh,
was
okay.
either
You're looking at
seven
that
point
list. I
four
seen
or
that list.
seven
I
point
did see
two.
that list.
Like in year 21, man.
Yeah, I did see that list.
So as far as I'm concerned, he didn't lived up to expectations for me.
Oh, no doubt. Say less. Say less. I mean, that is so
Yeah,
obvious. But all that
yeah,
burden on the shoulder of an 18-year-old?
yeah. Like that. Like that's actually bananas. And he has had a healthy career, not just a longevity career. Because we could say Vince had a longevity career, but we also know Vince had like nagging injuries amongst his career. Not
Yeah, but
nothing that
Vince,
kept
I
him
mean, Vince
really,
wasn't
really
no
out.
showstopper. Maybe after 15, maybe after 12 years, Vince wasn't no showstopper no more.
Yeah, yeah. After 12 years, yeah, the thrill was gone.
I mean, he was still making some jump shots, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't no showstopper. LeBron is still a showstopper.
Right.
LeBron did a dunk the other day, and I was like, no way, no way. And he did it with authority. I mean, it was thunderous. A two hand just
I,
jumped
I
up
I
and
still
just
remember the left
smacked it.
hand dunk he did a couple of games ago.
No, but this was just a vertical. It wasn't no run. I
Yeah.
think got a loose ball. He picked it up and just went up, flushed with frustration, and just ripped asunder the freaking arena with that vertical, two-handed, thunderous, looking like not Duro Duncan, looking like Chocolate Thunder in his prime. With them two-hand dunks, bending backboards, breaking glass. I
Right.
was like, no way. Not at 38, not LBJ. We still at halftime, according to my recollection, 64-62. We're about to get underway in just a little bit, but the Knicks
Hmm.
are down by just one possession, and they're fighting without R.J. Barrett. And
And,
was it what? How long he stay there? 6 years?
and and Mr. Quick,
No,
like
R.J. was
Harlem Night.
5 years, right? R.J. been there
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah.
5 years. That's a New York Knicks, and his
Mr.
tenure
Quick.
is over in blue and orange.
Man, you hope the Knicks get Spider? I don't know. I just don't. I don't know if Cleveland's ready to move off of him. Like y'all will have to give up a lot if 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 they're not like past him at this point.
Wait a minute, Gemini. Hold on one second. We would be remiss if we didn't recognize what Slim Canoop said. Pistons up 7 with 3 minutes left. Could they break the losing streak?
Man, I'll be
Could
so proud of them
could the
boys.
Toronto Raptors be the victim of Detroit?
I can see it because but here's the thing. Everybody's acting like Detroit is really like god awful, right? Dumpster juice, right? If you look at them play, their energy is there. You just see they're missing just a couple of pieces, like two pieces. Like to be totally honest and transparent with you, they're only missing like two pieces, bro, to actually be able to like pop some noise amongst the NBA. And they took over Wiseman contract from Washington, so they got to figure out what they're going to do with him because they already invested in two other centers. So it's like I didn't see the logic in that trade that they did for Wiseman. I honestly didn't. I may be speaking a little too quick, but I didn't see the logic of that trade for Wiseman. I thought they would have let the Golden State waive Wiseman, and that would have helped Detroit. And I thought they would have got him that way. But as of right now, the in
Speak on that Wiseman trade because I'm not really familiar.
yeah, they when okay, Golden State had they was bringing them up, sending them back down, bringing them up, sending them back down, and then they just left him in the G League, right? But they was looking at his contract and they didn't want to lose him for nothing. So they put him in the trade, which it's hard to find 7 footers in the NBA right now. We all can attest to that. And an active 7 footer. Well, they did admit within the media that they was trying to change his game. They was trying to change him to like the old version of rebound and kick out the ball rather than being a scoring big, which he is. So when the trade to Detroit happened, I was trying to figure out why would Detroit put themselves in the basket behind $12 million, but they kind of got him for a song to say that he was a high draft pick. But you took on a project, like he is a project, and you already have two centers that you drafted that you claimed that you was content with. So for Wiseman to actually be on Detroit, actually to me doesn't make a lick of sense. Like three centers and only one of them a 7 footer. The other two are undersized big men. Like Stewart is okay to me, but he he doesn't like really fit the mold of a Ben Wallace. But like he's physical like Ben. So if Ben was your like what you're comparing him to youth wise, he can turn into a Ben. Just that he'll score more. That's all. And you took on an additional $12 million contract, and you drafted the Thomas twin. So you you're weak at power forward position. You're not weak at the center position. So that's why I didn't understand the trade. So like if they would have got maybe Kaminga, if they would have got um what's that other boy name? Like a Wiggins, like something like that, I could see it. So I don't know. I'm. It's like I'm trying to even understand the method behind the madness that Detroit was thinking about with the Wiseman trade. I honestly don't get it. Okay, right now Indiana up 73, New York Knicks 67. They are jabbing each other to death. Nobody has not done a body blow just yet, but they're jabbing each other to death on this game. Hoop, you got the Cowboys game on, boy. They gonna talk about you. Pistons better be Pistons better be thankful the Knicks didn't know how to use Knox. I agree. I definitely gotta agree with you. The I thought the Knicks should have like really worked with Knox more, but for some reason I don't know what the discombobulation was, but it, should they have been able to get more out of Knox? Yes, indeed. The Warriors could not extend Wiseman. That was because of the trade, I think. No, they could have extended Wiseman, but he wouldn't have got a max deal. It would have been a low deal, but they already in a luxury problem to where there was a problem regardless. Think about it. The Warriors owner literally said he's not worried about no luxury tax. Like if the owner says that, what how anybody gonna go against it? Trent, to be honest, no, the Pistons are not about to blow it up. They have too many decent pieces. They're in the middle of a rebuild. And if you
No,
really want,
Pistons. They said Pistons about to blow it. No way. Come on, Pistons.
nah.
Hold on, please. For
Oh,
Christ's
he talking about
sakes.
the game. My bad.
Yeah.
He talking about the game. I thought he was talking about they about to like blow up the team.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my mic had went out. So what happened with James Wise?
Why Wiseman trade? Um, Hoop said he think it was money, but no, the owner of the Warriors said he wasn't worried about the luxury tax. Remember when he said that statement? He was as long as he keep his key guys together, that's all he care about. So that was so literally with that trade, it wasn't a money problem. It it was just that he like they didn't have real faith in Wiseman because they was trying to change his game. They was trying to make him a taller loony. That's what they was trying to do without the body type.
It looks like the Pistons might squeak this one out. They might hold on. They haven't won a game since they beat the Charlotte Hornets. Was that the last game they won?
I actually think
The
so.
second game of the year?
But if you watch Piston games, to be honest, they're not getting their teeth kicked in. Like these are like slim margin like wins. They're not getting their teeth
We
kicked in. I
lost.
could see
We
if
lost it though. They
yeah, I could see if they was getting their teeth kicked in, but they're not
right,
getting their
right.
teeth kicked in.
So they in the game. They just cannot close the game.
Yeah, like there is and it's funny because even in the midst of trying to figure out what they're going to do at the center position, they're still not out of these games.
Nico, you crazy.
No, I do not have family with the Pistons, dog. I don't. Like you you thinking Wiseman is trash. Wiseman not trash. Just the the Piston organization in general, bruh, they be in these games close until then they wind up getting the gas pressed on them.
Well, we hope
Hell,
Detroit pull this one out. We need Monte need a win. He needs something to motivate these troops because right now they're weary, they're tired, and they don't see the end of their losing streak. So this got to come to a close tonight. Go Pistons.
and Cummins actually didn't play well. Like young stars are actually playing well for them. Now I will say this, cause cause, cause I'm gonna show you how Nico trolling. I'm more worried about my team getting kicked in the teeth in the first quarter, having the opponent get 40-point quarters on them in the first quarter, than I am worried about the Pistons, dude. Like my team has been atrocious for not showing effort right now. Effort and defense. So, like to it, yeah, I'm I'm actually I switched from the next game, but I'm still covering the next game. The I'm sorry. Indiana has 81. The Knicks have 75. So the Knicks are showing close, but I don't know. The youth of Indiana look like it's about to take it, Dex. Look like they about to hit a trick daddy on the Knicks and take it to the house and grab they to go played
Yeah,
at the
well, the
same
Knicks was only
time.
down five the last I checked. It was down five. So what happened now?
I mean, that youth of the
Oh, the six.
Indiana,
They only down. No, they're down three. The Knicks down three.
yeah, they
78,
just
81.
scored. Yeah, they just scored. But before that score,
Yeah.
it,
Jalen
it
Brunson
look
hit a deep one.
yeah, it was looking like Indiana was about to start waking up Sandman and tell him grab that push, bro.
Mr. Sandman, send me a dream. Boom, 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 boom. Send the boom, boom that you ever seen. Boom, boom,
Hey,
boom,
I'm
boom.
just saying. Like that, I'm just like in fact, Dex, I'll say it like this. Don't be too shocked if you see Wiseman on the buyout market. Don't be too shocked. Or you see him a part of a trade.
You see him on the what?
Buyout market or trade.
Oh,
Wiseman with Detroit. Because he's the third man in the pecking order at $12 million a season. Well, this season I should say.
let's go, Pistons. Hold on for these last 16 seconds. Please get Monte Williams a win, man. Well, that'll be interesting to see what happens to James Wise. I mean, he was a project. I mean, people cannot forget that James Wiseman was a project coming out of Memphis because he had only tallied like about what 10 games, 11 games before he got.
No, he no but that's not true. He went to the wrong organization for a skill set. He went to the wrong organization. If if you would have if you go back in that Wiseman draft, right? And you put Wiseman prime example. You put Wiseman on the Hornets in within that draft and the problems that they are saying that he will probably be averaging right now 8-6 or 10-6 right now, easy.
But that's what you want from a third round. I mean, a third overall draft pick. If you went to the Hornets to be getting only
It, it, he, he,
8 points.
he's not the first or second option on the team.
Well, Mark Williams already averaged more than that, and
No,
Mark
no,
Williams was
no. That was before Mark. So that was
no. I'm
Bridges.
saying that Mark Williams averaged that with the same team that Wiseman would have inherited. He averaged
Right.
more than that.
Well, I'm saying at least he would average that. At least. I'm not saying that's what his overall average would be. I'm saying at least that's what he would average. Hell, even if he was on the Timberwolves, it, those are good numbers. I'm just saying, like he would have went to a system that would utilize his strong points rather than try to change his game.
What are his strong points?
Like he actually has a jumper and a hook shot, and he can rebound,
But it's so
and he runs
slow.
the floor.
But it's so slow. It's not like he's shooting with a with a fast clip. I mean, the guy releases. It's so slow. The defender have a grand opportunity to recover from any
He
slip up or
does,
hiccups.
he does. But okay, well, if that's the case, you can't give slow mo nothing about his game, cause
But
slow
slow mo
mo.
got a bag though. That's what I'm saying. Slow mo would
What
trick.
bag?
Slow mo would
What
trick you. He
bag?
would spin. Slow mo would put you in the post. Slow mo would spin on you, and slow mo got a little slow mo crossover, and it's deceptive.
Man, man,
So that right there allows slow mo to be in the league as long as he has been with the nickname slow mo, because he's very deceptive and tricky. You know what I'm saying? James don't have that.
yeah. I mean, I
And
don't know.
plus, let me tell you something about slow mo. His IQ is off the chain too. Slow mo gets
Oh
you
no,
with
I
sacred
know his
geometry.
IQ is there. I know
You know
his
what I'm saying?
IQ is
He
there.
gets you. He gets you at the angles. So he got a lot of mathematics in this game. But James Wiseman, not the case. Listen, James Wiseman, I think he was just playing out of position uh, during his high school dominance because he was taller than him.
Yeah, I mean, I dig what you're saying. I'm just saying like it that from what from what you was alluding to, that means slow mo is trash because his jumper is slow as all outdoors.
Oh boy, Nico on my helmet right now. Did Detroit win? Did Detroit win?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
they won.
Appreciate you,
The
Trent.
streak is over. The horrifying event is over. Look at the grand horizon for the Detroit Pistons. It's up from here, baby. Well, Trent barely on the couch in horseshoes.
Hey, a win is a win. Like
I know it's about time, man. The nightmare is over. Nico, you better respect these Pistons.
I'm actually happy for Monty. I really am. Man, have you seen what in their stadium? They really got it looking like a actual club for the VIP area.
Lions are looking good, but they're going to lose to the Cowboys. I'm putting my money on the Cowboys. I think the Lions are already locked in. They're not going to play as hard. And the Cowboys got something to prove because they've been soft of lately, and they need a statement win before they go into the playoff. So I'm going to lay a heavy burden on the Cowboys to defeat the Lions on the money line. He said, "Happy? Why? Slim? Are you kidding me? I mean, there was
Yeah,
The
but
pundit,
but
purists, and fandom, we know that Monty Williams is not a bad coach. No head coach here is a bad coach.
no, no, Dex. They showed the stats on that assistant coach. That assistant coach has been a part of three bad like losing streaks. Like I don't have a YouTube
Well,
channel where I
who's
could
the
have
Slap
posted it.
Rock? Who's the Slap Rock assistant coach? Who's that? Who's the bad looks assistant coach? The black caddy.
Hold on, hold on. I'm about to have to pull them up because I seen that on online and I was like, what? Hold on. Hold on. Because I'm not a Detroit fan, so hold on. Detroit coaching staff.
Yeah, it's hard pickings to find a Detroit fan these days.
Yeah, I'm okay. Uh, look, Dex. I'm trying to look it up in the phone, trying to do everything else but look it up.
I hate when that happens too.
So I'm actually typing it in now. But they showed him, and I was like, what? That boy is a part of three bad.
That's that's OG
Who?
that's OG Slap Rock. Whoever that coach is, they need to call him Slap Rock.
Yeah, cause he was with Toronto during their losing streak. He was with somebody else. Like they showed it. I was like, ooh, that's nasty. Come, o- okay, hold on. Okay, it should show me right here. It should show me right here. It act like it was gonna show me right here. Okay, his name, cause he a black dude. Is it Randall? Web search. I think it's Brandon Randall. I think it is, but I'm about to make sure because that picture don't look the same. I'm about to find this dude because I thought that was like ironic. I was like, oh my god. No, I don't think it was Mark Bryan. No, I do not think it was him. Who this Steve is? Who this Steve is? I'm literally about to find you this name because everybody he done been with literally had a losing season. Yeah, okay. It literally has to be Brian Randall, Dex. So as of right now, just saying, Indiana, 101. First one to 100 normally wins. New York Knicks, 87.
That's definitely not good for New York.
Yep. First one to 100 wins.
And New York is not the type of team to come back from large deficits. They're just not constructed that way.
I'll be honest to you. The guy I really do want off somebody team, I want Nas Reed on the Lakers, bro.
Gemini, you've been wanting that cat for a minute.
Bruh, his game fits. He fits what we need. And we have a spot for him already. Look, we will give them Kristen Woods and Jax for Nas Reed.
Now
Even though that'll put us
I'm a
over.
Jax guy. I'm definitely a Jax guy. Ever since he
Nah,
got
man,
drafted,
Jax not
I,
offensively there though.
listen, I know, man. The man he's just a wild child. I just love his wildness. You know, he's an energetic player, and you know, he just listen. Being playing with LeBron James, you're gonna have to slow that ball down. LeBron James ain't finna be running up and down that court like
No,
no
no, no, no,
bandstand.
no. No, the the overall problem I have with Jax, to be totally transparent, is that he he claimed to have he's doing a Ben Simmons to me this season, right? He claimed to have worked on something in the off season, and you don't see it during the season at all. Like Jax was cutting more as a Pelican than he is right now cutting as a Laker. He was literally
Have you
curling,
ever thought about
slashing.
maybe they told him not to clog the paint?
Well, if that, I mean, if you come to the other side of the court and all y'all looking like an ostrich, as long as LeBron have the ball, there's a problem.
Because a lot of
You
times
dig what I'm
LeBron be
saying?
wanting that lane to open up either for him or Anthony Davis. You know,
Hmm.
but now what I would say is this: he needs to do exactly what you said with the second unit because there's
Yes.
LeBron James out there. Maybe Anthony Davis might be a part of the second unit for a few minutes, but when LeBron James get off that court, any and everybody of length need to be slashing towards that basket.
Like to me, I think they're too hard on D'Lo. D'Lo took a big pay cut. Like if you honestly look at his production, his average, and you go around the league and you look at salaries for what we got him for, that actually was a steal. Even though sometimes he makes some bonehead decisions, I will say that. But literally for his production, you kind of can't get no better than that for that price mark.
I'm not out on D'Lo. I'm not out on D'Lo because I know at
Yeah,
any given
a
time
lot
he
of
can
people are
explode for
though.
30.
Yeah, but I'm just saying a lot of people are, and I'm like, why y'all about to put this man head on the pike when until trade talks that he was averaging 17 points a game. Now some of his shots are questionable. I will say that. I think he needed to make better shot selection, but overall, nah.
Yeah, I'm not out on D'Lo. I think, like I said, he could score in bunches. He just needs his confidence, and he just tired of moving around. I mean, from the Lakers to Brooklyn, from Brooklyn to Golden State, from Golden State to Minnesota, from Minnesota back to the Lakers. I mean, the guy's like, man, where can I buy real estate at and be comfortable?
Like I'm gonna be honest with you. He honestly shouldn't have left Detroit. He should have listened to what the coach said and gained a little weight. You want to be a power forward, bruh. You want to be a power forward. You got to be able to bang in the trenches. You can't bang in the trenches, and you wondering why everybody's saying they can't deal with you. It as much as people say about LeBron James, right? When Luca say he can't deal with you and Jason Kidd say he can't deal with you, who fault it is? The Pistons coach said he couldn't deal with him. It wasn't the players, it was the coach at that time. In New Orleans, he just left New Orleans.
Oh, you talking about C Wood?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that was his best days in Detroit. I mean he was ready
like
to
New,
make the All Star.
like like New Orleans and Detroit. What was his better seasons? To be totally transparent, and we only had him for a short clip. We only had him for 8 games. So I mean, at this point, we. I don't know. I'm just not sold on this game because to me, with Palinka, yes, he's going to overplay his contract because he's only like on a $2 million a season contract. But I do not think that he's a legitimate five within the NBA. Even with the NBA going to a lot of smaller lineups, I still don't think he could bang with the rest of the centers in the league. They're backups. Just their backups. I'm not even talking about their starters. If I talk about their starters, we're not even having the same conversation. And just to let y'all know right now, it is 105 to 92. The Pacers do look like the youth is going to run away with this game, but there still is a lot of time to play. 11:17 to play. So if the Knicks going to turn on the turbo jets, they about to do it real soon. But it is normally the first one to 100 win. And the other thing, Dex, I will say this: Palinka didn't replenish us at the center position at all, bro. He honestly didn't. Who you talking about need to play better, Nico? While I'm waiting for you to Woods and Hayes. I'll say this: Hayes is not a offensive minded player. D'Lo has to make better decisions on shot selection and passing. Um, Hoop. You was talking about Cam. Cam game is attacking the rim. He does is normally his rim attacking opens up the rest of the court. So like he doesn't really have a green light to attack the rim, and that's because of Dalvin Ham. I don't know what he's doing in that aspect. So to be totally transparent, if you looked at the offense at the beginning of the season, he was running like a 4-1, or some people would even say a 5 and out because the center was not in the lane. He was there was this more like in the dunker spot, which put AD out of position for rebounds, and other team was collapsing on rebounds, and we was just standing there, or people was running the opposite way of the ball. Like even like right now against against the Timberwolves, to be honest, I'm literally worried if we see them in the playoffs. To be honest, mainly because they front court will punish us. AD would damn near have to play every minute during that series. So literally, at this point right now, I can't lie. The New York Knicks found their way to get their name back in the headlines for a minute. They're gonna be in the headlines for a minute with this trade. But right now it is 112.96. And Dex, I do have something for you. Would you take Bogdanovich over on Frontier? Okay, Dex stepped away for a sec. Um, I do not think that Bogdanovich is a better shooter, like overall better player. If you really want to be technical, right now the Knickerbockers. I'm sorry, they're in trouble tonight. They, they are trying to keep the game close, though. I will give them that. Uh-oh, Ant Man is grabbing his ankle, Dex. Ant Man grabbing his ankle. He running to the locker room, Dex. So at this point, the Knicks are giving it the college try. We have 112 to 100, 9:14 to go in the fourth quarter. I do think New York is giving it the old college try. I just don't think they're gonna be able to get over that hump. I'm sorry. I do not think they're gonna be able to get over that hump. If just going off a little of the stats, right now you have the Knicks, you have Bronson with 26 points, four assists, one rebound. You got Josh Hart, 8 points, nine rebounds, and you have Gibson, 2 points, two rebounds, one assist, and you have McBride with 2 points and one assist. And literally for now, we he got 10, 2 and 2, even though Rico don't like him. As of right now, for the Pacers, you have Jay Smith, 9 points, 4 rebounds, on 1 assist. Not Nazem, 15 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. You have TJ with 5 points and 3 assists, and you have who's supposed to be their sharpshooter, Buddy Hill, with 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and Matt got 16 points only. Nothing else on the stat line, and he's a shooting guard. Nothing else on the stat line. Yes, indeed. I blame Dex. They're gonna blame Dex for this. This is actually wild. They actually came back because they was down worse than that. When you as of right now watching the Laker game, just saying D'Lo was fouled on a 3-point attempt on his old team. I would expect for him to show up and show out. Just not happening. I don't see him showing out. Ant Man Ant Man did twist his ankle, went back to the locker room. Now he back on the floor. Indiana is actually doing a nice scoring punch. 2 for 2 at the line. I don't know what they're gonna do. What other games are y'all watching in the chat? No, Trent. Actually, Ant Man, like it just looked like he caught a quick stinger. That's all. And Nico, you wild for that statement, dog. No, Trent, he didn't step on AD foot. He just landed funny. I'm just going back checking the stats. Okay, Nico, let me know how Davis do in the Warriors game. But as of right now, if y'all could do a trade, what trade would y'all do? If your team, now I would need to know who your team is, but tell me who is your team, number one. Tell me who would you like to trade for, and yes, see would that trade work, money wise, and would it actually feel you? Would the other team be willing to give that player up? Like what you offer? Nico, you want the a trade with the Lakers, and you want the Warriors to send Clay Thompson? Okay, hold on. you'll see how much Clay make a season. I I I don't think that trade will ever go through, but okay. Yes, just give it the old college try. Wait, hold up, because I don't know how much Clay is getting a season, so I don't want to misspeak. And you do realize Clay every other game is he runs out of gas. You do realize that, right? Yes, see, yes, see, yes, see, yes, see. No, hold on, go back. I messed up. I should have been looking at the Warriors. Okay, Golden State, and you want Clay. Then okay, so why would you want to send him to the Lakers? If you think he's that trash, why would you send him to the Lakers? Do you hate the Lakers that bad? Okay, Clay Thompson, Clay Thompson. Dog, no, Clay Thompson's making 43. He's making more than Levine. That bruh, I don't want him as a third option. The problem with the Lakers is we don't need a $40 million third option, regardless on if it's Trey Young, regardless on if it's Zach Levine or anybody else. We do not need a $40 million third option, dude. Like that doesn't make no sense. A $40 million third option? And just to let y'all know, Indiana Pacers 119, New York Knicks 104. Still got 6.5 to go in this game. And Dex, yeah, I'm waiting for you to get back in a more a better signal. I'm waiting for you to get a better signal and come back up, Dex. Just letting you know. But Nico, even if Levine qualified for that max, Thompson, I also think qualified for for his max. But what I'm getting at is his cardio. He's not he didn't work on his cardio enough for me, pimp. Like just being honest. Like that's the part I'm not saying. So I can't justify giving him 43 mil. I can't justify that. Good. Um, players train cardio mid season, unfortunately. no, I'm saying I'm literally saying when it comes to Clay, I don't think he like worked on his cardio like during the off season. Cause if you remember last season, right before the playoffs, he was playing like he ran out of gas, right? We we both can at least agree to that. Now this season, you have an up game with him, you have a down game with him, and you could tell his cardio like either there's a lack thereof, or he's just not doing it at all, and he's just going off of natural talent. Like that could be what he's trying to do, just go off of natural talent. I mean, you do have some players they lift weights more during the season, and then you have some that actually concentrate more on cardio during the season. Yeah, he probably need LeBron, but I just can't justify giving him 43 mil, my dude. That's all. Hey Dex, they fumbled at the goal line. Trent said, "I don't know. That Dex must be in a bad signal area because he definitely would have reacted to that." Trent, who fumbled? Was it Detroit or was it the Cowboys who fumbled? Oh, the Cowboys fumbled. Okay. Damn, Lamb fumbled. Wow. Yeah, Dex definitely would have he Dex definitely would have said something to that. It's hard to believe that Dex is a Cowboys fan and a Laker fan at the same time. That is hard to believe. Okay, going over it. Pacers 122, New York Knicks 107. But they still got 5:42 to play, so they kind of in a good spot. But they'll have to play extremely hard, and it's harder playing to come back than anything. Well, the New York got to be happy because Delhi got 29. Delhi haven't had a 29 game in how long? Like they are showing like the stint of a three-headed monster right now. You got Randall with 26, you got Bronson with 26, and you got Delhi with 29. Now, as far as the Pacers, I can't lie. They are playing good across the whole board. You got Turner with 25. You got Nas Smith with 19. You have Halliburton 20. Damn, 20 and 20. Wow. You got Matt with 18. Like they beating you at every position. Like that's actually bananas. I don't know, Flight. You may be in trouble tonight, Flight. And you got Nas Turner out there shooting threes. 128, 113. Pacers on top. Like, flight. I don't know what you're gonna do on this one, flight. But Randall not letting them get too far though. Just know that Randall not letting them get too far. And just to let y'all know right now, Minnesota 61, the Lakers 57. So I mean, as of right now, this game is actually both of these games, energy wise, they're definitely there, but you could tell just certain players not making shots to get you that dove. But I can't lie, Indiana is beaten by committee, boy. At this point, I don't know if New York could get over this hump. I want, I really want to hear what Flight thinking. Can they get over the hump right now? Cause I don't see it. Randall did have a good game up to this point, 28 and 10. Like, even Josh Hart got 10 rebounds. Like this is actually wild. How y'all anybody else popping firecrackers tonight though? I did it early. All right, now let me look at the chat. All right, Trent keeping us up with this. So Trent, are you a Detroit fan or are you a Cowboys fan? Just asking. Nothing bad either way. I don't have no dog in that fight. All right. That's what's up. Oh, that's your hometown. All right, that's what's up. And Nico, you say you in a nine area for fireworks? I understand it, dude. I do. Right, I wouldn't produce for, for the Warriors if I was. who who? Why do you say that about the Clay Thompson hoop? Cause you got to think the man did win 4 championships. That hoop. So you saying he can't get his bag hoop, so he should be mad? I mean, heck, they haven't even extended your boy yet. Shoot, Kaminga. They haven't even extended Kaminga yet. That is true. That kind of is true. Hoop that they do want him to still help them win rings, but just don't want to pay him what he's worth. That's true. hold on for 1 sec, y'all. I I have to answer a text message right fast. Hold on for 1 sec. Um, you want to see Clay ear- um earn this money? I mean, I'll be honest. What Clay making what right now? In fact, hold on. I'm here. I'm sorry. Not what he's making. What is he averaging right now? Mm, that doesn't justify 43. You ain't never lying. He's only averaging like 17, 17.2, damn near 4 rebounds and 2 assists a game. Yeah, that's not justified for 43, bro. Like if anything, I'll be asking for some money back. I mean, if he injured, he need to be on the bench, but he out there. That's just like with LBJ. I can say what I want about LBJ, right? But if he's injured and he's on the court, I gotta still hold him accountable though. Yeah, Cam is getting the playing time he deserved, but he don't have the green light to shoot. Like that's part of the problem. Hold on. I'm trying to keep up with y'all in the comment. If you knew Clay average 25. No, I knew at one time he did average 25, but I'm saying the average 17 and getting paid 43 mil. Sure, I need some of my money back. So as of right now, if I was looking at the Lakers, right? I mean, I'm sorry. If I was looking at Golden State, right? If I'm paying you 43, if you injured, man, go sit down. Cause right now, like, okay, with the Lakers right now, Vandal just got a contract, right? Vandal actually came back early. He's not fully healed yet, but you see effort. You see what you need to see, but at the double edged sword of that, you literally know that this man not fully healthy enough to really be out there and produce. So you actually letting him hurt himself, and that's not necessarily a good thing. So I mean, at this point right now, is this bananas? Old flight, that fat lady done tuned up the band on your Knicks, bruh. Pacers 140, 123 for the Knicks. I think this is that BB King song for real. The thrill is gone. This game is over. But New York put themselves back in the broad scheme of things with that trade that they did. Like I just don't. I just hope that trade don't come back and bite them because I think it is. And we might as well turn on the fast clock on the Nick game. Might as well add that fast clock in. Because all they doing is slowing people up from going home. Okay, what you said, who? I do believe Clay sick on one leg, though. Yeah, I mean, he could be on his last leg, though, dude, to be honest. So, I don't know. You just have to look at what they bring to the table. Like, as far as Clay, when they drafted his replacement, I already know he was a little perturbed on that Brian Pers- Persinski. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's Clay replacement. Same measurements. Um so 6'5" guard, shoot threes, play defense, and younger. I think Clay was a little hot at that pick because that's damn near his replacement right there. Yeah, uh, but here's the thing. Clay Clay actually did the Warriors a favor by not signing that $48 million extension. To be honest, so at this point, like okay, watch this. Who they offer Clay 48, right? You do realize they haven't offered Kaminga nothing yet, right? And who's they one of their main energy guys off of the bench? Can we agree on that? Who one of the energy personnel is? So I mean, I don't literally see them doing like too much. Now, flight before that trade, I still don't think y'all would have been able to keep up with 140 points. And Dex, come back up here. I see you in the chat.
Right.
I I
Like,
I I don't think prior to that trade, if you still would have had those two people, dog, I don't think y'all would have been able to contend with 140 points, my G.
I don't know, man. Knicks, man, they working, man. Both teams lost. Who was in the deal? They didn't have all
Yeah,
their pieces.
yeah, that part I do agree with. But I just, hey man, y'all let Indiana bounce y'all around like that. Indiana don't really have like a solid front court. Like even with the front court that y'all have right now, I I expected y'all to dominate more rebounds. Y'all let Josh Hart get 10 rebounds.
Good
So
call.
that's actually bananas. But
The Knicks gonna be just fine, man. Everybody's gotta take it easy.
I I agree. But no offense, I'm about to get ready to go pop some fireworks with the fam. Everybody, happy New Year, happy holidays. Flight, as always, thank you for giving me time in your space. And I'm about to go get me a plate before I run out there with them, cause
All right,
they about to have me running behind the little ones, bro.
all
Like
right, well,
for
go
real,
ahead.
for real.
We about to shut it down, man. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy Happy New Year to everybody. You already know what it is. It's Flight Sports. Salute to Gemini, everybody that was in the building today. There's a lot of things to discuss. You know, the Knicks clearly are moving in a different direction. You know, there's a lot of things to discuss involving that. Let's see where they fare as the Eastern Conference continues. Only time will tell. You know, to be honest with you. Um, there's massive news to report. You know, Indiana, they continue on their winning ways. Give Tyrese Halliburton and company major credit. They continue to win. I'm like I said, I'm getting to the point with Tyrese where we know what he's gonna do. He is a bona fide all-star. He's in the running for, you know, when you start to talk about some of the best playmakers in the league, you definitely got to throw Tyrese in there. You know, with those assist numbers is almost too evident to deny him. You're just gonna look stupid trying to deny his greatness. His greatness is definitely at an all-time high. Special for those guys. You know, my New York Knicks, we got things to work on. We all know what's going on with New York. Um, OG Anunoby. It's going to be interesting to see. You know, now you got your way out. Now you was in Toronto behind some guys. Kawhi was there for a little bit of time. You had Pascal Siakam. It seemed like he couldn't really get off the ground, but clearly, you know, things are changing. Salute to all y'all in the chat. It's Flight Sports. I want to wish everybody a happy New Year. You know, it was big trades that happened today in the league. You know, what other trades will happen? What other teams need to make a move? Dex shouting out the Lakers. The Lakers got to do something as well. Um, let me look at what's going on around the league because, like I said, it's definitely very telling as I map around. Right now, you got the Sixers taking on the Bulls. The Bulls got to do something. You got the Mavs right now up on the Dubs. The Lakers today, they're facing off against Minnesota. You know, so it's very telling. You know what's going on with LA. Salute to LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. They're facing off. Dare I say, against a juggernaut there. You know, when you discussing this guy Edwards, this dude is nothing to be messing around with now. We just got to call it how we see it. LeBron James is the truth. Um, let's see what he does tonight, facing off against Anthony Edwards. We will be tuned into this matchup right here with King James. As I'm looking right now, they down one right now to Minnesota. Minnesota trying to continue their winning ways. This is another situation if you are the Minnesota Timberwolves because when you got to face off against a team like this, it definitely could get a little troubling, you know, because the Lakers have the pedigree at the end of the day. You going up against LeBron James, Anthony Davis, you know, that's a little scary. You know, I don't give a damn if you young, you got the number one seed. It's a little spooky, you know. And like I said, is my man Anthony was ready to take that mantle. You know, he's been knocking at the door for a while now, but is he going to take that mantle? You know, we got Anthony Edwards live as well. You know, he's definitely made his case of being one of the top players in that draft. You know, with Melo, Tyrese Halliburton and company, you definitely got to throw his name out there. You cannot forget about LeBron James and the things that he's bringing to the table. So salute to King James. If you're tuning in right now to Flight Sports, the score is 65-66 right now. The Los Angeles Lakers are trying to do their thing. It's 7:23 right now in the third quarter. Salute to all y'all that's in the building, rocking with Flight Sports. I want to thank all y'all for the support. You know, we can't do nothing without the people. Shout out all Access Decks. Shout out Trent, Slim, all y'all in the building. Unbelievable evening. It's 65-67 right now. King James has the basketball. He's bringing the ball up the floor. He kicks it out to AD. You got point forward in effect. And then he's facing off against these big guys. It's going to be interesting to see. Here comes Jared Vanderbilt for three, and he couldn't convert. You got Anthony Edwards with the rack right now, pushing up with pace. We got everybody guarding him. Everybody picking up AE. Oh, we putting the moves on. Anthony Edwards, he's good off the glass too. I don't think he get enough credit. That's old school basketball. A lot of the youth today, they're not using the glass for whatever reason. You have to utilize the glass. I'm a 65, 67, 6:52 to go in the third. You got Mike Conley and company out there. Shout out to the Los Angeles Lakers, Cam Reddish. There's big things going on in LA. We headed to commercial break. If you just tuning in, the New York Knicks made a blockbuster. Anytime you're dealing with the New York Knicks, it's gonna be like that. It's the major media capital of the world. You think about the impact of this move. If Utah made a deal, would it have been this much impact? Shout out to New York City. They continue to let it be known they are the major media capital of the world. Maybe LA, but we got nothing but a month of some change from the trade deadline, if I'm not mistaken. So it's gonna be interesting to see how all this shit shake out. We're in the midst of a commercial break. We got AE1, new Mr. Adidas. His shoe just came out. It's popular. Give him major props. We just coming off the game right now. Jalen Brunson versus Tyrese. It was a wild game, to say the least. The Cowboys up right now. For all my football fans, the Cowboys are up 7-3 at the half. You got the top passer, Dak Prescott, the top receiver, CD Lamb. So them boys is trying to do something. Look out, But I remember in the beginning of the season, they was letting it be known it's a different type of Detroit. This ain't the same Detroit. That was the speech and shit that was being spewed all over the, cracks and crevices. So it is. Let's see what happens. Let's see if Detroit can capitalize on the situation. We got the New Year's approaching. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. We're gonna take a look at the schedule. Is anybody playing tomorrow? We're gonna find out right now. We're in the midst of a commercial break. Oh yeah, we got action. Job play tomorrow. Job play tomorrow at 8. You got the Lakers. They on the back to back. They got the Pels tomorrow. So you got LeBron James versus Zion Williamson. That should be telling. A good game, to say the least. We're in the midst of a commercial break right now. We got LeBron James facing off against Anthony Edwards, the new kid on the block. This guy Edwards is the truth. Like I said, he's definitely growing on me. Pause. When you're looking at, obviously we Melo fans, right? But we cannot sit up here and discredit the production that we are seeing from guys like them. You understand? Edwards and number one seed in the West. I mean, that's homage. You gotta pay homage. You got Tyrese, 20 plus assists. It's just upsetting that Melo got hurt and the Hornets are in the hole that they in. But Melo was knocking on that door, and I think this is gonna cost him an all-star berth, and that's unfortunate. This guy LaMelo Ball is a bona fide all-star. I got Jared Vanderbilt at the line too, ladies and gentlemen. Vanderbilt at the line. Vanderbilt scores it. Good play by Jared Vanderbilt. I got Mike Conley with the rock right now. Mike Conley kicks it out to Anthony Edwards. Vanderbilt all on Edwards. A lot of shaking and baking. Here comes Mike Conley. Mike Conley kicks it out to Gobert. You got AD on Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert, turnovers, cookies. Here come the Lakers. Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt loses the ball, but the Lakers continue to have possession. So it's definitely an amazing matchup right now. We got the Los Angeles Lakers live. Salute to all y'all. We got a tie ball game right now with 67 up, 6:28 to go in the third. Here comes Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves kicks it out. Torian Prince, he misses the 3 ball. Anthony Edwards with the rock right now. Edwards has it. He has a screen with Rudy Gobert. Here comes Edwards. Edwards crossing half court. Anthony Edwards shaking and baking. Edwards putting the moves on. Vanderbilt picking him up. Anthony Edwards kicks it out to Mike Conley. We got AD picking up Mike Conley. Here comes Edwards. Edwards gets a fake. He tried to draw the foul. He couldn't convert it. Here comes Los Angeles. AD has it. Here comes Austin Reeves, kicks it out. And then, we have a turnover. We have a miss right there. Guys are going to, is he going to the line side of bounds? Jared Vanderbilt, a little too overzealous. Shout out to everybody. We got like a basketball right now. We are not done. Basketball is in full effect right now. It's an exciting time to be a basketball fan. We got so many trades. We got a lot of trades to break down as well. Other teams are going to be looking to make moves. The deadline ain't over. This was just the first domino today. This was the first domino, goddammit. There's 67 up, 45 to go. Here comes LeBron. LeBron James kicks it out to Jared Vanderbilt. He misses a three ball. Here comes Mike Conley. Mike Conley with the basketball. Mike Conley has it picked up by D'Lo. D'Lo all on him. Conley kicks it out. Here comes the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they converted. It's 67-69. Who was that, McDaniels? If I'm not mistaken. Like I said, the Wolves up too. There's a reason why they are up there in the upper echelons out west. It's not by mistake. Reeves free throw line jumper, he couldn't convert it. Here comes Conley. Mike Conley with the basketball. He kicks it out to Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards has the ball, three ball for Edwards. Off. Rebound by the Lakers. Here comes LeBron, the king. He kicks it to D'Lo to Reeves for three, and it is off. The Lakers cannot convert from three-point range. Here comes Mike Conley, the veteran. Mike Conley with the basketball, shaking and baking on King James. Screen with Gobert, kicks it out to Gobert, and he bangs it. The Wolves up 4. There's a reason why they number 1 out west. There's a reason. There's 4:30 to go in the third quarter. We got a great game going on right now. Who knows who's going to win? D'Lo with the rock. D'Angelo Russell kicks it out to AD. AD with the ball. He kicks it out to Austin Reeves for 3. Austin Reeves misses it. But it looked like we got a loose ball foul. So we got a close game right now. It's 67-71. Great action. Great NBA action to talk about as well. We got the King facing off against Anthony Edwards live. So let's see how this game is going to shake out. We ain't done, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't done. It's been a great night. Salute to all y'all. Basketball is at an all-time high right now with this big-time trade that is taking place. It's sent the world in a frenzy. RJ Barrett's headed home. We got a lot more to discuss. I got more things to break down involving that move. That move is nothing to mess around with. I will have more to discuss. We ain't even scratched the surface, on this deal. Salute to New York City trying to do something. That's all that you can do out here. Four-point game. And for the people that's interested, Halliburton put up another 20-20 again. We got AD at the line, putting the Lakers up even more. Salute to all y'all in the chat right now. 69-71, 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Who will prevail in this matchup? Here comes Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves has the ball, kicks it out to AD. AD, he missed it. Rudy Gobert has it. Edwards has it. Here comes the Minnesota Timberwolves. They happen to be up 2 points at 69-71, 4 minutes remaining in the third. Minnesota just scored it. They back up 4. So they continue to put the heat on the Los Angeles Lakers. They're not letting up. D'Lo has the basketball. D'Lo shaking and baking. We got Nas Reed. He up too. And here comes Reeves. So the Lakers don't let this. Nah, they're gonna be all right. Oh man, Gobert just with a big time banger. You better look out for Rudy Gobert and company. Rudy Gobert, I mean, nothing to play with. Shout out to everybody who's rocking with Flight Sports. We got a 6-point game, right? 6-point game. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with Flight Sports TV. We still with it. We're in the midst of a commercial break right now. It's 69-65. Definitely want to thank all y'all. There's a great game going on between LeBron James and Anthony Edwards. This ain't nothing to scoff at all. This could be the future, meeting the present. At the end of the day, I doubt LeBron James is done. It ain't over yet. Um, and LeBron, he's a shrewd operator. He's seeing how New York just stole headlines. You don't think he looking at what the Lakers could do, to improve their roster and their situation? LeBron James is most certainly on the phone, dialing up who he could dial up in communication with Rob Pelinka, and they're gonna be looking to make something happen. So don't be surprised if the Lakers are a team that we hearing about in the coming days or weeks, on possibly pulling the trigger on something. I don't know if it's gonna be a blockbuster, but is it like I said, whenever you're dealing in these major media markets like New York, like LA, the littlest thing is a blockbuster. So it'll be interesting. The Lakers, they need to do something because clearly what they rolled out last year wasn't enough. So don't be surprised if they try to slightly retool. I don't expect a complete overhaul like we've seen in the past. We know LeBron James, he could do something like we've never seen before. LeBron ready to change up the roster. Hell, don't nobody do it better. So LeBron will complete a whole new overhaul on this roster. We will see. But nonetheless, we got Laker basketball. We're in the midst of a commercial break. Shout out to everybody. You already know it's Flight Sports TV. We're going to continue to bring you news, updates, and more. We got a lot of things percolating here at Flight Sports quietly. We're going to continue to do what we do. We got a lot of things coming. We in the phones with a lot of powerful people looking to bring the best possible things to the people. That's what we want to do at the end of the day. No matter how big the audience, no matter how small the audience, we're going to put on a hell of a show and try to blow the roof off the building every single night. So definitely want to thank y'all that's supporting us here at Flight Sports, because we can't do nothing without the people. I want to thank all y'all for hitting the like button. Every time we do a video, every time we do a live, I can't tell you how appreciative we are for things like that. But nonetheless, we got Anthony Davis at the line. He just made the first one. It's 70-75. The Lakers are inbounding the basketball. Looked like we had a technical or a violation. There's 2:53 remaining in the third. Here comes D'Angelo Russell. You do have Rui Hachimura out there. King James is on the bench, but you do have the beast, Anthony Davis. He has the ball in the post, picked up by Rudy Gobert. He kicks it out to Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves with a running floater, and he missed it. Rebounded by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here comes Alexander Walker. He kicks it out. Here comes Anderson. Anderson has the ball. He gives it out to Anthony Edwards. AE1. AE1 has it. He kicks it out to Anderson. He gives it to Nas Reed. Nas Reed putting up all-star numbers tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Look out. Here comes Edwards. Edwards has the ball. Oh, Edwards putting the moves. Cookies. Torian Prince stripped them. Here comes the Lakers. Torian Prince walks into a three-ball. Cash money. The Los Angeles Lakers are down by 2. It's 73-75. 2 minutes remaining in the third. Here comes Alexander Walker crossing half court, met by D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell. He picking up on Nas Reed. Nas Reed dumps it out to Anderson. Back to Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker kicks it out to Nas Reed. Nas Reed misses it. Here comes the Los Angeles Lakers. We got my man Anthony Davis with the ball. Oh, point forward. He kicks it to, here comes Edwards. I mean, I keep getting his name mixed up with Edwards. We got 2 Anthonys on the floor today, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. We got AD out there doing big things, cooking. My man Torian Prince stripped AE1 and then walked into a 3 on him. You got to pay homage. And you got Edwards out there. He having conversations with him. Shout out to Torian Prince doing big things for Los Angeles. Here comes Anthony Davis at the line looking to tie the basketball game up. The Lakers, they looking to make things happen. Well, I got the Lakers sealing this victory against the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. That's what I'm rolling with. It's 74-75. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Laker basketball. You already know what time it is. It's definitely crazy right now. There's so many things to discuss. We got LeBron James live. LeBron versus Edwards. It don't get no better than this. Let's see if Edwards is that guy, like some people say he is. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But here comes the Lakers. It's 75-75. We got a tie ball game right now. So the game is very close. 2-point game right now. Up in cold Minneapolis. You know how cold it is in Minnesota right now? Let me know if anybody ever been to Minnesota. We know Dak's been to Minnesota. Let me know what the weather like in Minnesota. Here comes Alexander Walker. Here comes AE1. He has it. Oh, he putting the moves on. Edwards. Oh, Edwards all the way to the cup and he scores it. Edwards puts them up back by 2. Shout out to Anthony Edwards. Here comes Torian Prince. Oh, he got blocked by Nas Reed. Here comes Anderson. Kyle Anderson has it. LeBron, the king, is back in the game, y'all. They done grabbed up Rudy Gobert, and he still made the and one. Man, the Lakers in trouble right now. We're going to need the king to come do something. You telling me they couldn't do nothing with Gobert? Just a year ago, this was the laughing stock of the NBA, this trade, for Rudy Gobert. They ain't laughing no more. These dudes have came to play. Give major props to these guys. Rudy Gobert letting it be known he's strong out here. Slow down. Pay homage. Shout out Rudy. Rudy Gobert, he scores the free throws, 75-80. Here comes the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron barking. They down 5. Here comes D'Lo, kicks it out to LeBron, picked up by Alexander Walker. LeBron James has it. LeBron, all the way to the cup. And LeBron and 1. LeBron just bulldozed all the way to the paint. It was nothing nobody could do about it. It's 77-80. Give major props. LeBron out here wilding. That's all I can let you know. Y'all better look out. Y'all better look out. You got Anthony Edwards and them out there. They looking to make something happen. Shout out Anthony Edwards. Salute to everybody, all my NFL fans out there. There's a lot going on. We know we got a lot of Cowboys fans in the house. Salute to everybody repping their team. I hope everybody having success. We got a 3-point game right now. Oh, Edwards. He kicks it out. Anderson, Nas Reed. Oh, Nas Reed putting it on the floor. Oh my goodness, this dude Nas Reed just violated. Man, I ain't know Nas Reed was like that. The 77-82. That's crazy because Gemini was talking about Nas Reed. Here comes LeBron James. LeBron James has the basketball. LeBron has it. He's slowing down the pace right now. It's 77-82. Oh, LeBron. LeBron all the way to the cup. He kicks it out to Rui. Rui, he couldn't convert it. LeBron tipping it. Here comes Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker. Oh, that's a charge. Oh, they called the block? Oh, they violating. Come on. Come on, that's a charge. That's crazy. We got D'Lo about to hurt himself out there. He sacrificed his body, and it still was to no avail. God damn it. Come on, Los Angeles. We better than this. God damn it. Salute to my New York Knicks doing big things. Making the trade for OG and Anunoby. Crazy. Crazy. It's crazy. Don't get no better than this. Yeah. It's a 5-point game right now. We got a minute remaining in the third. I mean, a second remaining in the third. I don't know what the hell they reviewing, man. They just wasting your time, my time, and everybody's time. Let's just end this goddamn quarter. Let's get to the fourth. It looked like it was a challenge. That's a tough call. It might be inconclusive. Usually let me see if he was planted. I don't know. That could have been a block. And if it's inconclusive, they're gonna roll with what they called on the floor if it's too close to tell. They're gonna roll with what they called on that in the middle of the action. All right. Give props to LA, man. Give credit to D-Lo, man, sacrificing his body. He don't get enough credit. People try to shit on D-Lo, man. I don't like that. But we got a coach's challenge right now. Los Angeles is in the house. They're facing off against a tough team in the Minnesota Timberwolves. You already know what that's about. We got the King, out here. Let's see if LeBron James could secure this victory for his squad. Only time will tell. Salute to LeBron and the Los Angeles Lakers. It's just the beginning of their success. Shout out to all y'all. We got LeBron right now. Coming back. I don't know what the hell is going on. We got a good game nonetheless. Minnesota, number 1 seed. Are they going to be able to secure this victory over the Los Angeles Lakers? That's going to be the $1,000,000 question. Here come LA. And oh shit, he made it. Did they count it? No. Yeah, that's crazy. He made that shit too. Good credit to Reeves. Reeves made it. Too bad it didn't count. Shout out to all the NBA fans out there. We got fourth quarter basketball coming up. King James and company looking to secure this victory. Let's see if they could do it. If you're just joining us, the Detroit Pistons finally snapped their losing streak. So that's definitely something special. I know that it's been hell on earth for them. Hopefully this could be a turnaround for them. It just takes one. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You already know what it is. That's crazy. We got fourth quarter basketball coming up. The Los Angeles Lakers trying to hang in there. Let's see if they can do it. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with Flight Sports. You already know what it is. Are the Lakers gonna steal this win away from Anthony Edwards? That's gonna be the $1 million question. We all know what Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves, have brought to the table. We got to give them major props. Minnesota has definitely changed their fortune, to now being at the top of the food chain out west. They are the number one seed. They up right now. They're 23-7, so they got a little bit of separation, over the second seed, 21-9, Thunder, and obviously, they got a little bit of separation in the loss column as well with the Nuggets. But teams are creeping up on Minnesota, so they know they better to keep rolling. They ain't got time to fool around. They got to secure these wins, because before you know it, it'll be playoff time. But we back with it. It's 79-82. Here comes Cat, Big Cat. He missed it. Here comes the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James has the ball. He's crossing half court. LeBron James has it. Picked up by Big Cat. Oh, LeBron, patented move. He missed it. He tried to pull that step back, classic three ball. Here comes Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker has the ball. Alexander Walker, he missed it. Oh man, that's a turnover. You got Rui Hachimura walking on. That wasn't Rui. That was Wood, Christian Wood. Yeah, you gotta do something with that. Shout out to Nas Reed, balling tonight, 79-82. Crazy, unbelievable games. Three ball by LA. We tied up, y'all. You know the Lakers ain't going easy. It's 82 up right now. 10:40 to go in the fourth. Here comes Conley, screen with Towns. Mike Conley with it. Here comes Conley, kicks it to Nas. Nas Reed, and he got to put up by my man Carl Anthony Towns. So we got a good game going so far. It's 82 up, 10:30 to go in the fourth. Tie ball game. Fourth quarter action is moving. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports for more news updates and more. It's 82-83. Let's see who will prevail in this matchup. This guy Reeves, he can't do nothing with it. 1 point game. Christian Wood with it. Kicks it out to Reeves. Reeves missed it. It's crazy. It's actually a really close game. Can't sleep on this game, yeah. Still to all y'all in the chat. We got LeBron James and company out there trying to do their thing. Let's see who's gonna prevail in this matchup. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. We got ourselves a hell of a game. You already know what it is. We got the Los Angeles Lakers facing off against Anthony Edwards and company. Let's see if they could prevail in this matchup. It's 84-83, 9:26 to go in the fourth quarter. Who will survive? Lakers are up one. Lakers ain't looking to end this. Mike Conley look like he got knocked to the floor. 1 point game right now in Minnesota. Let's see if Minnesota could seal this deal. Let me know what y'all think. Shout out to all the Laker fans all around the world. We got LeBron James, King James in the house with a 1 point lead over Anthony Edwards, this young Minnesota team led by Anthony Edwards. The Lakers, they feel confident against this team. I think they can beat them, but only time will tell. It's a long season. They do have veterans, and to see their fortune change, I think is definitely respectable. They was not the number one seed last year. And like I said, give him credit. This guy Edwards came out and he said he was gonna have an unbelievable year, and he did. I thought he was just talking, but he came out here and proved something. So you got to give this guy props. You got to give Edwards major credit. We got a break right here in the action. We got a commercial break. The Lakers are up by one. They're looking to completely seal this deal. Let's see if they could do it. It's 84-83. Let me know your thoughts on the Los Angeles Lakers. They're trying to do something. And that's all you can really ask for at the end of the day, is to try to do something out here. Yeah, we got a commercial break. We got King James and the Los Angeles Lakers trying to steal a big victory up here in Minnesota. Can they get the job done? This would be a big time win over this team if you're the Lakers. If you could somehow steal this victory, this would be huge. I got confidence in the Lakers, especially against this team. This is how the game's gonna be. Let's say Minnesota and the Lakers faced off in the playoffs. It's gonna be times where the game's gonna be tight like this. And this is why I'm gonna give the edge to the Lakers, because I feel like in close games, I'm gonna roll with LeBron over Edwards. If this matchup ever did come to pass, if the Lakers had to somehow face them in the first round or the second round or whatever, I like the Lakers' chances against them. Remember, these games gonna come down to the wire. Even the Oklahoma City Thunder, as electrifying as they are, if they match up against the Lakers, they're gonna be in the same situation. The only team I'll be concerned with is Denver, especially up top. But I think they both would like to have OKC or Minnesota, due to the fact of probably OKC, because they got the most youth. Minnesota, they got a collection of youth plus veterans, but they led by Edwards, and Edwards has to figure it out. So let's see if they go all a band around him, which I think is more likely of happening. But I think Oklahoma City, they could be chopped liver in the playoffs. That it could be a situation where, let's say if the Lakers match up against OKC, I could see them beating OKC. Maybe in 5 games, something like that. It all depends on how LeBron want to play them. If he want to have Chet Holmgren do his thing and he want to watch, then the series can go a little further. But if he want to go out there and crush them, I think the Lakers could do that to OKC. So look out for these young teams. Nas Reed is having him a night, 21 points, 8 of 10 from the field, 2 or 4 from 3, 5 rebounds. I mean, you can't make this up. I mean, give major props to Nas Reed doing big things out there. You know, we live with it. You already know we got Laker basketball. There's a lot going on. You got LeBron out here politicking with Christian Wood. He trying to get Christian Wood on point. I don't know what the hell he talking about. Lakers coming back from commercial break. You got Jared Vanderbilt. He politicking. We got a good game going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. We got Los Angeles Lakers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, the red hot Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, this team has been electric. You know, definitely been one of the better teams out west. You know, nobody expected them to jump out to where they got jumped out to. We got a tie game. It's 84 up. Crazy matchup right now. Crazy. It's like a basketball. We got Mike Conley with the ball at the free throw line looking to put the T-Wolves back up.